Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. This is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see if audio is working. It should be. Let's see. Most definitely. Now I'm getting a bunch of feedback. Although it sounds a little funky. I don't know. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, let's try that. This is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. You did I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Most definitely. Now I'm getting a bunch of feedback. Although it sounds. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, see how this works. This is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Most definitely. Now I'm getting a bunch of feedback. Although it sounds. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, see how this works. This is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm doing this on the. Most definitely. Now I'm getting a bunch of feedback. It sounds. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, this is my first time doing. This is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Sounds. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, this is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Sounds. Hello, hello. I have no idea why this one's on the test one. So, this is sort of odd. Can you hear audio? Go to G. I'm trying a new webcam today, so we will see. For some reason, this went to if audio is working. It should be. 1 second here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm picking up all sorts of different things. Hold on 1 second here. Let me know if that sounds any better. Because it very much should be. Let's see. Is that any better? Two radios playing at the same time. Am I deaf now? Okay, so now I've turned you down too much. All right. Let's see. That should be, because it very much should be. That should be a lot better. At least in theory, it should be better. Problem is I think I've. Let's see. Hold on. Any better? Okay, microphone. Great, that's set right. Audio output. Am I deaf now? Okay, so now I've turned you down too much. Right. Let's see, that should be. All right, hold on. Hey guys, okay, so that sounds. So, are we good? If I can get a thumbs up, we'll get started here. Sorry for the technical stuff. I'm doing this. This is my first time, like I said, on my desktop that I have done this. I normally would stream off my phone, but I've decided that doing this with a smaller webcam and keeping my phone and doing this from the desktop version of Streamlabs is a much better. Hold on. Feedback's still audible.
Hey guys, okay, so that sounds so. Are we?
Where is all that feedback coming from? That's the problem. I don't really know. I think it's coming from right there. But if I turn this down too much, I think you guys. Yeah, I've got somewhere. If I have to switch to my phone, I will. Audio input capture. So that should be fine right there. Let's see how many. Okay, so this is how many spots are left in the second break. And it's soft. Okay. Well, man, I tested this thing like a million times. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Let's see how that works. I think this should be okay. I'm going to get started. So here we go. So first things first. I planned on starting this a little bit differently and not having a bunch of technical difficulties. But so we are streaming off of the webcam for the first time tonight versus my phone. So I'm actually excited about that. Hopefully this will work itself out here a little bit. And because of the popularity of this first break, I actually got a second break, which is the same exact setup. And that is about, let's see, I am at 13 spots on that. So that means I've got 20, I take that back, not 20, 17 spots left in that break. So if we can get that filled tonight, so if we can get that, lower the desktop mic. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what because of the popularity of this first break, I'm pretty sure we're good to go. I think I've got everything. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm not going to worry about the technical difficulties, and it sounds like we're actually okay. So there are 17 spots. There's 17 spots that we have left in the second break. The first break is totally full, so we'll get started on that one here pretty quick. But before we get started, the one thing I did want to say is, so when I was out in California visiting family, we had the news of Kobe Bryant hit, and for me, Kobe Bryant was one of my favorite athletes of all time. And when I say favorite athletes of all time, he was for a long time what I considered to be the best athlete walking the planet. So that news hit me really weird. I was a little, I don't want to say devastated by it, but it was weird being back in my hometown and thinking about the Lakers and thinking about being a child growing up watching him in the watching him in the 2000 to 2002 and all of that, and watching him win the championships and watching all the drama with Shaq, and then later on when he won with Pau Gasol, Derek Fisher, and it kind of reminded me a lot of those times. It reminded me a lot about being at home back in California, and it was a very, very, it was very weird news to get while I was out there. It was good that I was with family, but I was really excited to see what Kobe was going to do with the second half of his life. He had the stuff that happened in Colorado, which either here nor there. If you believe in redemption and if you believe in stuff that people can change and people, as they get older, they get wiser. I think Kobe Bryant was one of those people. So it's one of those things that I wanted to take a moment and say it's a big loss for the sports world, and it was a big loss for a lot of people in my family who grew up watching the Lakers. So with that, we'll miss Kobe. Kobe's with us tonight to help pull some fire.
I also got a new Mike Trout bobblehead. This is actually his Rookie of the Year bobblehead. This thing's actually worth quite a bit of money. So we've got the Mike Trout bobblehead as well. So we are going to get started tonight. So Kendall, so for all of you guys that have joined, Shalani, Kendall, thanks for joining. Brad, thanks for getting in. I did get you into the second break. There are 17, let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure there's 17 spots left in the second break, which we will do right after this one. I think that's right. Let me just count them up here real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, well, 13. Yeah, that's going to be 17. 13. Yeah, so we got 17 spots left in the second break. And then, so another thing on this. For this break tonight, the Nationals, as we all know, do not have cards in the Bowman draft set. However, they do have cards in here. So here's what I'm doing for the Nationals tonight. I am selling National spots because there are chance that the Nationals will be in here. But if the Nationals come up short on a spot, I am going to be throwing in a few Bowman draft cards that will supplement the National spot. So it'll be Bowman draft. It'll be from 2019. And I will be throwing it. They will all be Bowman first. They'll be Chrome. And so I will supplement some of that. I will make sure that, trust me, you'll get hooked up if you get the National spot and it comes up short in these two boxes. I didn't really know, should I sell it or should I not? I went ahead and sold it. What I'm going to do is make sure that no matter what, the National spot's going to kind of get hooked up tonight. So, with that, we will get started on the first break. I want to apologize if there's any if there's some sound issues. I'm still working out my new webcam. I think I've got it pretty much figured out right now. But if you guys, if weird stuff starts happening, just give me a heads up in the stream. Hey, Cards for Days, what's going on? Thank you very much for joining. So yeah, what we'll do is we will get started on this first break. So actually, before we get started, there's one other thing. So as I always say, there's a surprise PSA card giveaway that we'll be doing tonight. For tonight's, and I'm going to be doing two of them. I'm going to do one for the first break and one for the second break. And hopefully we can get the second break filled up so we can do that tonight. If not, we'll do it later. I do got to work tomorrow, so I can't be like Urban and stay up all night. Although I think Urban works the next day and everything, but he's more, I guess he's more dedicated than I am. But anyways, the first break, what I will be doing is, since it's kind of a Bowman mixer night, there's a reverb pretty delayed. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to fix that. I don't really get why that's happening. I think if we do that, let me know if that makes it any better. Hey, Clark, what's going on? Thank you for joining. So our PSA card that we're going to be doing for the first break is going to be a Chris Bryant 2014 Bowman draft. This is a prospect Chris Bryant. This is a PSA Mint 9. And so this will be the giveaway for the first break. It's a pretty sweet card. So we will do the Chris Bryant, and that's going to be the giveaway in the first break. And then in the second break, what we will be doing, I'll put this over here. We've got, for the second break, we will be doing a 2019 Bowman Chrome. And this is a Fernando Tatis Jr. ready for the show. This is also a Mint 9. So this is a Fernando Tatis Jr. rookie card insert out of 2019 Bowman Chrome. It's possible that we actually pull this card out of here. But so this will be the card that we do for the second break tonight. So with that, it's still there, very quiet, so it's not distracting. I think it's, all right, let me know if that helps on the reverb at all. I think it will. So this for the first break, this for the second break. And here's what we will do. We're going to random. So just wanted to make you guys aware that, so this one's for the second break. And then, so let's do this. I think what we should do is probably get started on the first break. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to hit some refresh. I'm hoping that the reverb stuff is fixed now, but we will see. That worked. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I think it was the audio output was turned up too much. So anyways, so let's do this. I'm going to switch. This is why I wanted to switch to this, guys. There is a cool feature that I'm starting to learn this stuff that we can do on desktop that I can't do on the other ones or on my phone. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to actually go over to our break sheet so you guys can see that, and I'm going to do all this on the computer. So here's what I'm going to shut that off, and we'll go like this. I'm going to shut that off, and then what we're going to do is go over to the break screen, and this will show you everyone that is in the first break. So I've got Tony, Clark Z, C. Mike Smith, Mark R, Dave Durango, Shalani's in there, Alec, KC Nation, Jaffa, Kaz is in there, Urban is in there, and Polly is also in there. So these are the people that are going to be in the first break. And what we'll do is we are going to randomize. Well, let me pull the break people. So what we'll do is we will randomize all of this. We'll pop everyone in here. Let's go like this. And the question is how many times we're going to randomize. And this is why I want to do this, because I can go cut back and forth between videos. So here's what I'll do on this. We're going to roll the dice, and we are at a, can we see that? Can you see that? That's a 5. So we've got a 5. So we'll randomize this 5 times. And see that this is why I wanted to do this, because I can actually take us off video. And we will randomize this 5 times. So here goes the randomization. I've got 1. I've got 2. I've got 3. I've got 4. And I've got 5. Okay, so Polly's on the top. Jaffa is on the bottom. So we're going to pull all these guys, all these names, and we'll pull them over here. I normally do this with the teams first, but I guess it doesn't really matter which order we do them in. And what we'll do is we'll say pay special. We're going to say text only. We're going to go like that. So these are going to be our breakers. Whoops. One. So these will be our breakers. Not exactly sure why these ones didn't bold out on us, but they will. That's kind of odd that it did that. Did I not poll everyone? That may have been the issue. Let's go see and make sure I polled it. Yeah, everyone got polled. Okay. That's kind of strange. So let's see. 14. We'll go like this. We'll make everything 14. Not sure why I did it that way. Let's make sure this is 14 and bolded too. And what we'll do is we will do the teams next. Let me play with Excel here for a bit, and you guys can so we'll go like this. Come on. There we go. All right, so now here's our teams over here. We'll come back to the live screen so you guys can see the dice again, and we will come back here. Sorry, I'm not watching comments right now, but this will be the roll for the. So we're gonna do 6. Yeah, I like this camera a lot better. So we've got a 6, and we'll do the teams 6 times. So back to our sheet here. I'm going to pull up a new list, throw the teams in. We're going to randomize this 6 times. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And look at that. The Orioles end up on top. Diamondbacks are on the bottom. So we'll drop these in here. And then, wait, that's the second break. Don't do that, man. That is the second break. Okay, so we're going to drop these in here like this. A special text. Okay. And for whatever reason, it doesn't like to bold all of them. But here are our teams. And what we'll do is clean this up a little bit. We'll hide these over here. And this is our break, guys. So here's what I got. I've got... let's make sure we got all, well, here's what I've got. I got one team that doesn't want to display. So I'm going to make these just a little bit smaller. There we go. Hopefully this is kind of big enough for everyone to see. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger because I get that it's maybe a little, there we go. Okay, so here's what we've got. I've got, Paulie's got the Orioles. C. Mike Smith has the Nationals. Urban has the Mariners. The Mets are going to Mark. Padres are going to Paulie. Cardinals are going to Clark. Shalani has the Rangers. The Athletics are going to Urban. The Reds are going to Alec. The Tigers are going to Dave Durango. The Marlins are going to Cause. The Dodgers are going to Clark Z. The Brewers are going to Tony. Paulie has the Rays and the Royals. The Cubs are going to Jaffa. The Giants are going to Paulie. The Halos are going to Mark R. The Phillies are going to KC Nation. Astros to Shalani. Rockies to Alec. Blue Jays are going to Cause Wasting Money. And the Braves are going to Paulie. Indians are going to Alec. White Sox to Mark R. Twins to Dave Durango. Red Sox to Paulie. Pirates to Tony. Yankees to KC Nation. And finally, I've got the Diamondbacks going to Jaffa. So that is the that is who we got. So I'm going to go back to video. And I think what I can do here, if I'm not mistaken, is go put this into what I'd love to do. See, I'm still learning all this stuff. That's what I have to. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, I'll learn how to use this thing one day. But so here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull us over here so you guys can see that. I'm going to pull up the live chat over here so I can see that. And well, if it would do that, that'd be a lot better. And there we go. So trades are open. I know Kaz really wants the Rays. Clark is looking to trade the Cardinals. And sorry I wasn't paying attention to chat. One of these days I'll figure out how to have chat running and all this stuff. But I am still learning Streamlabs. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'll get better at it. I should keep all this stuff simple and do it on my phone, but I kind of got sick of putting the computer up in front of the screen. I'm trying to up my professional game here. So you guys can kind of see the break is on the left. I'm watching chat. So if there's any trades, here's how this works, guys. If there's any trades, I just need if you guys agree on it, someone needs to type confirmed. and then what the two teams are, and we will do the trade. So, I didn't see. Let me scroll back up in chat and kind of catch up on that while you guys are doing trades. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, I think we're actually okay. So Kaz is saying Jays for Rays. 3 card collectors, I'm doing good. Truth, good to see you here. And the other thing is Mark Rosales is saying Angels for Rays. I think who's got the Rays here? So Paulie's got the Rays, and I think the problem is Paulie's not here at the moment. So what we could do, I'm kind of bummed he's not here because normally he's got a lot of teams and he's got a lot of teams in this break. So hopefully he'll show up. What I'll do here while you guys are working on stuff is put some filters on here. Okay, so Jaffa's got the Cubs and the D-backs. So the neat thing about this is keep in mind with the Bowman draft, obviously you guys have probably seen enough Bowman draft be open now that you kind of know what's in it. Bowman Chrome, Bowman's Best, obviously going to have current stars and prospects. So they're kind of all in the same. Most of the teams, like, hey, the Blue Jays, there's Vladimir Guerrero's in here, there's Eloy Jimenez's, but you've also got the Adleys, you've got the Riley Greens, so, the Tigers are good, the Blue Jays are good, with the Diamondbacks are good. They kind of go all over the place, and we are going to get 4 autos. We're probably going to see some color, and hopefully we can get the foghorn rolling. And hopefully my furnace, which is going out, doesn't make too much noise in the background. So if you hear that little background noise, my furnace has gotten louder. And I got back from California, and I think my furnace is going out, which this is the wrong time of year for that to be happening. So, Hobby Searcher, you are a grandfather. Congratulations. Is it a boy or a girl? That is awesome news. I remember when my parents became grandparents and my wife's parents became grandparents. They may have been more excited than us. I think we were more nervous. They were really excited. So that's awesome news, man. So, person who has the Brewers, are you in chat? So the Brewers, here's who's got the Brewers. Tony's got the Brewers. KC Nation, big Brewers fan. KC Nation has the Yankees and the Phillies. So maybe there's a possible trade there, Tony, if you're interested in the Yankees and the Phillies. Hey, Paulie is here. Paulie, congratulations. Paulie, you have no idea how many people want to trade with you. Let me do this for you. I'm going to sort this by breakers so you can see your teams. Paulie, you've got the Orioles, the Padres, the Rays, the Royals, the Giants, the Braves, and the Red Sox. I think Kaz wants to trade the Rays for you, and Kaz has the Marlins and the Blue Jays. And then I also saw, who was it that had the Angels? Mark. Mark has the Angels, and he was also looking to trade for the Rays. So you've got a lot of wheeling and dealing to do, Paulie. Hey, Bobby, what's going on? Grant, thanks for joining. And the other thing to keep in mind for some of you people that may have just got in the stream, we are trying to fill a second break. It's a little less than halfway filled. It's got 17 spots left in it. If you're interested in that, hopefully we can get that broke. It's the same exact setup that you see on screen. So if you are interested in that, I think, and I actually think Jesse just got in as well. So I think there's only 15 spots left. Let me just check. Yeah, so that break is half full. 3 card collectors. I do not collect basketball cards, so no, I do not. Paulie is saying no trades. Jaffa, wait, what are we timing out Jaffa for? 3 cards. I can't have you timing Jaffa out. Here, hold on 1 second. There we go. Yeah, please do not time Jaffa out. I know Jaffa really well. I will let Jaffa say whatever he wants in my channel. I pretty much trust him. So no big deal, man. But yeah, let's make sure that we don't time people out accidentally. So anyways, with that being said, guys, so I'm going to say going once on trades. Hold on, let me... is there any trades? I don't think. Urban, so no for the Rangers. Oh wait, KC Nation. 15 less. I just bought 2 more. Yeah, so there's 15 KC. Yeah. In fact, let me just go over there and put that in. So this is the second break over here, guys. That's what you're seeing on screen. Just so you guys know, if you want to know who's in that break, I've got John Albright, David Hutchinson, Cards for Days, Brewers 34, Mr. Goody, Clark Z, Brad W, and KC Nation. And I'll spell your name right the second time. But back to the first break. If there are no more trades, I saw something about the Rangers. Yeah, Urban, 3 cards was ruling with an iron fist. So anyways, I took 3 cards wrench away. One of my spots to Shack Rat. I can do that. Do you want me to do that in the second break? Confirmed Rangers for Mariners. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Rangers, which Shalani has, and we're seeing 3 cards. I took it away just for the time being, only because we can't kick Jaffa out. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a little wrench. Okay, so we're doing Rangers, and where are the Mariners on here? Not the, okay, so here we go. We're going to go like this. And we're going to take Urban. So Urban's going over to the, who was it, the Rangers? We're going to put Urban over here. Fantastic. Okay, so you guys, let's see, KC Nation, Tony D. I'm going to see if we can get something going for the Brewers for KC Nation. And then after that, we'll get moving so we can get this break rolling. And we'll give away the Chris Bryant card, which is a pretty sweet Chris Bryant 2014 Bowman draft. It's a pretty sweet card as well. So what I want to do is get you guys. So I think everyone knows their team. I'm going to go back to video. There's the Chris Bryant. Whoops. That's not good. That's why they put it in a slab. So anyways, yeah, you guys, let me see. Are we going to be trading the Brewers or not? Just let me know. I think... Okay, so Tony's sitting back. Okay. If not, then just add Shackrat to the second break. Okay, so I'm going to add Shackrat to the second break real fast here. And that's going to be one of KC Nation spots. So KC Nation, you've got one spot in the second break and one for Shack Rat in the second break. Andrew in this one as well. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away the Chris Bryant, right? Well, first let's do this. Hey, 3 Card, thanks for calling out the Kobe. The Kobe bobblehead actually bobbles really good too. Okay, so trades are going once. If you want trades, now is the time to say so. Trades going twice. And trades. Hey, Cards, and Comics. What's going on? And there we go. Trades are closed. Okay, so here's what we are going to do now. We are going to give away the Chris Bryant, which should be... Well, I tell you, the one thing about desktop is the one thing I like about the phone is it's like real time. On desktop, it's like totally different. I now see what the delay stuff that everyone talks about is, because it's, if you watch your screen, boy, that is wild. So anyways, you gotta like watch it on here. That's crazy. Okay, but anyway, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna roll the dice. We're gonna give away Chris Bryant here real quick, and then here we go. That was a 6. I will get the hang of this. So we're rolling 5s and 6s tonight, so that's awesome. So let me get the let me get all this pulled up, and then we will go from there. Let me get random back up and get everyone's names pulled back up, and then I'll switch back to the screen so you guys can see the randomization. So we'll have everyone's names in here. Me and Tech never seem to mix on these live streams. It's amazing how much testing I did, and I had 0 problems. And then as soon as I said let's go live, I was getting the feedback issues and all that. So, but anyways, I think we're actually in a good spot now. So let me do this. I'm gonna go boom. We're gonna pull up random again. So we've got everyone's names in here from top to bottom, and this is gonna be for the Chris Bryant 2014 Bowman draft picks, and we're gonna do it 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and whoever's on top, 5, after this one is going to be the winner of the Chris Bryant PSA card. And it is going to you, KC Nation. Congratulations. You are getting the Chris Bryant 2014 Bowman draft picks, mint 9, top prospect. Really sweet. Really sweet Bowman draft card from 2014. So let me just, I'm going to write your name on that real quick. Put a little sticker on there so we know it's you. And we will go from there. So we just put KC Nation. Casey, did you win another one? I think you won one before, or maybe I'm mistaken on that. But I thought this might be KC Nation's second win. So I'm gonna put his name on the back of this thing with a little sticker, and we will put that over here for break 1, right next to the Watershed Distillery. I guess this is bourbon. I don't drink bourbon, but for whatever reason, I moved a bottle of bourbon over there. Okay, so you guys, let's get to breaking. I'll move some stuff out of the way. What do we want to break first? Do we want to do the Bowman's Best, the Bowman Chrome, or the Draft? Whoever puts it in first, I'm gonna do that. So whoever puts it in first, we will break that box first. Every one of these is going to have an auto in it, which is sweet. And then from there, I think we'll end up with 4 autos. What I'm hoping is that we pull out some. What I'm hoping is that we pull out some low-numbered autos. That's kind of my hope. Why are some of your cards? Oh, 3 cards. So I'm assuming you're talking about eBay. There's a difference between if you send in a plain white envelope and if you send via first class mail in a padded envelope. The shipping costs a lot more. So like on the 1-cent cards, because it's the idea is to keep them as cheap as possible, they end up in a plain white envelope. But if we ship in a bubble padded mailer, those cards tend to, I just charge whatever it is for first class shipping so it can be tracked. So that's why you get tracked first class shipping with that. All right, so draft. Draft was the first one, so we are doing draft first. So we're doing the big Mamba first. Okay, you guys, Mike Trout, tribute to Kobe with the Kobe bobblehead. We are going to get started here. Pretty excited about doing this break, so let's see what we can pull. So here's the deal on these. It actually ends up being 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right down the middle. These are Bowman Super Jumbo packs. There's 60 cards in each of these. Normally it's the top one that has the auto. So we'll do the bottom one first. It's possible the bottom one could have the auto, but I highly doubt it. And these all came out of all these packs that I have came out of a jumbo pack that my wife actually got me, or a super jumbo box that my wife got me a while back. So these are the first ones that I've opened out of them. And away we go. Make sure my trash is right. So you can see all the chrome cards right through the middle of this, which is awesome. We're going to go like this. And well, actually, it's the other way around. We're going to go like this. And we'll get started. So one more thing I want to do before we get going. I want to, there we go, sort A to Z. So I can call these out quickly. Let's get the trash and the scissors out of the way. And here we go. We've got an Anthony Kelly. That is for the Brewers. That's a Bowman first. Brewers is Tony. We've got an Owen Miller for the Padres. I'm pretty sure the Padres are for Paulie, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Nope, that's for Paulie. That's an Owen Miller. I know that Isaac Flores loves Owen Miller because his favorite team is the Sod Poodles. I'm going to put so I'm not holding all these. I'm going to put the chrome cards on the back like that. So we've got a TJ Sakima for the Yankees. That's KC Nation. Estevan Florial for the Yankees. Ethan Small for the Brewers. That's another Bowman first. Dalton Varsho for the Diamondbacks. Pretty sure Dalton Varsho, yeah, he's a round 2 pick. Dalton's, I think he made it to the top 100 prospect list for 2020. Then we've got for the Rockies, Michael Toglia, who was 18th pick, 23rd pick overall for the Rockies. I'm going to throw that one. This is a Bowman first paper. So we'll throw that one in a sleeve. There he is, Brock Death Rage for the Tigers. Who had the Tigers? That's Mr. Dave Durango. Dave Durango got in this break. He was breaking some cool stuff last night. Then we've also got for the Diamondbacks, Mr. Seth Beer, who, if anyone has a cooler name than Brock Deathridge, it's Seth Beer. Then for the Tigers, I've also got a Bryant Packard. Packard was a round 5 pick. And boom, for the White Sox right off the bat. Mark Rosales, congratulations. That, my friend, is an Andrew Vaughn. This is a Bowman paper, but Andrew Vaughn is the 3rd pick in the draft. So there's our first little hit for the night. Let's see. Hold on. Mike, what cards are missing? Hold on. Did I miss something? So C. Mike Smith with the Nationals. There's no. I made a comment earlier on how I'm handling the Nationals. There is Nationals in these boxes. But there isn't in Bowman first. So what I'm doing is for anyone in the because I think you ended up with the Nationals. So here's what I'm doing. Depending on what we pull out of here, I mean, if we pull some Nationals fire out of here, which is possible, it's possible we don't. What I'm going to be doing, because I do have a lot of Bowman first, I'm going to be sending a bunch of Bowman Chrome, Bowman first cards. I basically guaranteed earlier that I would make it worth the National spot's time. And of course, you'll get any Nationals cards that are in here. If we pull an auto or something, then we'll say, hey, we'll call it even. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm going to send some Bowman first. It'll be first round draft pick Bowman first. I'm going to hook the National spot up. I didn't really know what to do because there is Nationals in here. So I figured we'll go ahead and sell it and we'll see what we get for the Nationals. And if we don't get anything, then we'll just, make it up. I'll make it up to you one way or another. You'll end up with cards that you like. I guarantee that. So the National spot's probably the safest spot in this break. Anyways, as we continue along, for the Phillies, I've got Eric Miller, 4th round pick this year. This card for the Rays, John Doxakis. Doxakis I seem to pull almost all the time. Every time I've opened this, I've got his, but that is a Bowman first. I do like Doxakis for one reason. He looks like he's 50. So anyways, this is a nice one for the Rays. This is a Matthew Liberatore. So the Rays, pretty sure that wasn't a Paulie that had the Rays. So there's Matthew Liberatore, highly rated prospect for the Rays organization. Logan Driscoll, another nice one for the Padres, round 2 pick. Also for the Padres, Tirso Ornelas. Dodgers, we've got a card that I think this Jimmy Lewis may have been superimposed onto this picture. That looks so photoshopped. It just is an odd picture. He looks photoshopped in that. The boys at Bowman and Topps did not do a great job on that one. Then we've got a Dason Brown for the Blue Jays. Who did the Blue Jays have? That was Kaz. So Dason Brown, that's a Bowman first. Then we've got Izzy Wilson for the Rays. Daniel Espino for the Indians. He was a first-round pick, 24th overall. The Indians were Alex Taylor. Then we've also got Cal Mitchell. There's a Joey Bart, and my Joey Bart streak continues. I think for my last 4 or 5 streams, I have pulled the Joey Bart card, and it all started with that card I pulled. I think it was either for Dave or Paulie. It was the Joey Bart short print. This one is not, but Joey Bart, nice one for the Giants. The Giants were going to Paulie. Jake Agnos for the Yankees. That is a first. Bowman first card as well. And there we go for Miami. Another nice one. This, folks, is J.J. Bleday, 6th overall pick, if I'm not mistaken. 4th overall, I'm sorry. 4th overall pick for the Marlins. The Marlins actually are a nice spot to have in this. That is going to Causeway some money. So he did not get his Rays in Florida, but he did have the Marlins. And this is a J.J. Bleday. Would love to see a Bleday auto in this. So there's JJ, and as we continue for the Halos and Mark Rosales, we've got Eric Rivera. Nick Quintana as a Bowman first card. He was a round 2 pick. Jordan Groshans for the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays are starting to heat up here a little bit. Then I've also got Andrew Schultz for the Phillies. He was a round 5 pick. Tyler Callahan for the Reds. I think that's the first time we've said the Reds, so the Reds are on the board. Spencer Brickhouse, that is for the Diamondbacks. Now, what we're going to find is the Diamondbacks probably will end up having quite a few cards because there are a lot of Diamondbacks in this set. So, we've got Josh Smith for the Yankees. Royce Lewis, which former first overall pick in 2017 for the Twins. And the Twins were going to Dave Durango. He was first overall in 2017, so that's a nice Royce Lewis. Then we've got Bo Phillip for the Braves. Round 2 pick. Here's a Miguel Amaya for the Cubs. That's going out to Jaffa. Miguel Amaya landed in the top 100 prospects, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was number 8 overall for catchers. We've got a Kendall Williams for the Blue Jays. Julio Pablo Martinez. And finally, a Grant McRae. So that is the paper. Now we will go over to the Chrome. So the Rays, here's who's got the Rays. Let me catch up on this. The Rays are going to Paulie Junkwax. And then, hey, Cards and Comics, thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a good night. Oh, we had one more paper here. The other paper was Leonardo Jimenez, and that was for the Blue Jays. He was a 2017 free agent. So here we go. On to the Chrome, which is what people love. I've got a Nick Quintana Bowman first for the Tigers. Basically on all the Chrome, Bowman first. I'm probably going to sleeve these up for you guys right away. I've got the Jordan Groshans. Andrew Schultz Bowman first. He's a little bit of a deeper one. He's a 6th round pick for the Phillies. I've got, let's do this so we're not, Spencer Brickhouse, which I think we've already pulled. These are a lot of the same cards that were in the first paper portion of this pack. We'll see if that splits up here. But there's Spencer Brickhouse. Another Bowman first. This is Tyler Callahan, which we had pulled the paper version. So we're pulling the Chrome versions of the paper versions, which is not a bad thing. Josh Smith, Bowman first. There's even the Royce Lewis again. So this one's going to the Yankees. But all these Bowman first will get sleeved up here real quick for everyone. Royce Lewis, which I am going to sleeve that too because he's a first overall pick. That's for the Twins. Dave Durango. And Bo Phillip, Bowman first for the Braves, which is Paulie. And yeah, these are almost, we need to get to the inserts so we can switch this up a little bit because there's the Miguel Amaya, which all of these, we're going to go through sleeves so fast tonight. There's Miguel Amaya. Then we've got Kendall Williams, and this for the Blue Jays. And we're going to have a Braves franchise future. So this is another Bowman first for the Blue Jays, which is for Kaz. And then I've got let's see if I can read this. I love the look of these cards, but the names are almost impossible to read on the front. But this is for the Braves. It is a Shea Langieres and a Braden Shoemake. Nice insert card for the Braves spot. I really like these inserts. I just wish they would have made the names a little bit bigger. Then our next insert is going to be for the Rangers, which were traded to Urban Card Breaks. So this is the Cole Winn, the Chris Cease, and the Josh Jung. We haven't pulled the Josh Jung card yet, but there's our first Josh Jung, who I believe was the 10th pick overall. It's either 8th or 10th for the Rangers. So that's a nice Josh Jung right there. And as we continue, Michael Busch for the Dodgers. Michael Busch was their first round pick A little bit of a later round pick. He was 31st, but nevertheless, nice first round pick for the Dodgers spot, which is for Clark Z. Then we've got Denny Reyes. We've got Cody Hosey, another Bowman first for the Dodgers, and he was another first round pick for them. He was 25th overall. So the Dodgers are getting on the board now. I've got a Clark Schmidt for the Yankees, a Greg Jones for the Rays. He was. This is a Bowman first card as well. So lots of Bowman first in this first half pack. Brewer Hicklin, Hunter Bishop. There he is. Nice Hunter Bishop. Bowman first chrome. He's the 10th overall pick for the Giants. And so that is going to Paulie. Paulie had the Giants on here. So the Hunter Bishop, 10th overall pick. Nice Bowman chrome for Paulie. And let's see if I can get some more. Pretty sure I can do this. And the A's, which don't have a ton of cards in Bowman draft, but here's the Kyle McCann, Bowman first for the A's. The A's is Urban, so Urban's on the board with the A's. And, oh, look at this one, guys. There he is. There is Riley Green. And Riley Green is the, is he fifth overall? Fifth overall for the Tigers. So this is a nice one for Dave Durango. So we've pulled the Andrew Vaughn, we've pulled the Hunter Bishop, the J.J. Bleday, and that's just in the first half of this. So there's the Riley Green. And finally, we've got a Glenn Allen Hill Jr. for the Diamondbacks. I'm not sure that this is the blue. They do make a light blue parallel, but I don't think this is one. The light blue would just be a limited anyways. They would not be numbered, but I'm pretty sure it's light blue all the way around, and I think this is more just the look of the card. But this card will fake you out easily if you're not paying attention. But this one's going to our Diamondbacks owner, and that is Jaffa. So that is the first half. So now we'll do the second portion, which should have our auto. That if you're ever buying into these and someone says, what do you want, the top of the bottom pack? You want the top pack at 100%. I don't know why anyone would do that, but if for whatever reason that ever happens, make sure you get the top pack and not the bottom pack. Something that, maybe 2 years from now, someone else is doing a break and everyone's kind of forgot about that. If you can somehow remember that you want the top pack, it will come out on top at a break later on down the road. Just as a heads up on that. So, here we go. Let's do this. And I do see 2 thick cards in there. So we'll see what those are in a bit. But let's get to the paper first. My guess is we'll have a numbered parallel, and hopefully we get a numbered auto, which would be awesome. Goody G, your second spot went through. Let me check on that for you real quick. This is kind of another reason why I wanted to do this on PayPal. Let me see what I got here. So let's see. You do not owe another 3. I did get the spot, so let me just put it on here real quick before we. So you guys, on the second break, here's where we're at. If you're thinking about getting in that, 16 spots are gone, 14 are left. So that will probably go pretty quick here. And the PayPal, you should, if I'm not mistaken, it's scrolling at the top of the thing. So let's see here. Just caught up in there. Hey, Hats, what's going on? Brad, thanks for joining. Henry, what's going on? Let me see if there's anyone new in here. As far as I see, I think that's most everyone. Tyler Freeman Here's a Spencer Steer for the Twins. Spear was a 3rd round pick. Pretty sure he was like out of Long Beach, wasn't he? Yeah, he came out of the same college that my brother went to. Moises Gomez for the Rays. Vince Fernandez for the Rockies, which is going to Alec. I've got a first Bowman for the Yankees again. I've got a Hayden Wesneski. Hayden's got himself a sweet little, I don't know if we're going to call that a tail, but he's definitely got a party in the back. So Hayden Wesneski, 6th round pick for the Yankees. I kind of like that card. Tommy Henry for the Diamondbacks. That's a Bowman first. He was a 2nd round pick. Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates, and the Pirates are going to Tony. So the Travis Swaggerty is a nice prospect card right here. He was their 10th overall pick in 2018. Jackson Cower for the Royals. And in Evan Edwards for Miami, he was a 4th round pick. Then I've got Sammy Ciani for the Pirates, a 1st round pick, 37th overall. So the Pirates are getting on the board here in the second half of this pack. And then I've got Eric Pardino for the Blue Jays. Blake Walston. Blake Walston was a 25th overall pick for the Diamondbacks in Jaffa. Christian Javier for the Astros, 2015 free agent. George Kirby for the Mariners. He was 20th overall. Who had the Mariners? I believe that was Shalani. So Shalani's got the Mariners. So there's their 1st round pick. Blaze Alexander for the Diamondbacks. Nice prospect card there. Matt Vierling, nice prospect card for the Phillies. Phillies is going to KC Nation. Casey Golden, it's a nice looking card right there. That's for the Rockies. Kyle Isbell. Quinn Priester, believe he's 18th overall. He is 18th overall for the Pirates. So the Pirates are coming up fast. So that Tony D is getting on the board here, which is fantastic. Tony actually raised his Patreon level this month, so thank you very much, Tony. That was awesome. I will probably be sending a big package out to you after this because I owe you for January because you got in mid-January. So I'm going to send January, February, and this breakout to you. So you're going to have a nice package coming your way. Here's Anthony Sigler, and there's Logan Davidson for the A's. Believe that Logan is the 29th overall pick for the A's. That's Urban Card Breaks right there. Then we've got Debbie Garcia. Yeah, so the, not sure, Spencer Sears from Long Beach went to Oregon. Oh, okay. Look at this. Brad has the knowledge, which is awesome. I've got Gunnar Henderson, another awesome baseball name. Ian Anderson, and that was for the Orioles. Not the right Oriole that we would be looking for in these cards. I've got Ian Anderson. I've got Josh Wolf, Bowman first for the Mets. He was a 2nd round pick. Kristen Robinson for the Diamondbacks. Another Oriole. This is Kyle Stowers. Believe he's their 2nd round pick. Again, not quite the right Oriole, but that is a Bowman first. And here's Sixto Sanchez, who, again, going back to my Patreon page, I kind of said the players that I would be collecting right now based upon what they're currently valued at. Sixto here is one of those players that I recommended. This is for the Marlins. This is going out to Kaz. I'm going to actually top load Sixto. If you go watch his highlights and watch him pitch, this dude pitches pure fire. And he's accurate, and if you go look at his numbers, this guy's going to be a star in the league sooner rather than later, especially playing for the Marlins. So that's a nice one, I believe. Matthew Allen for the Mets. That's a Bowman first, round 3. Matt Mercer Michael Massey, Bowman first for the Royals, and the Royals are Pauly. Isaiah Gillum, and I think what I'm going to do is make 2 stacks here. Just so, there we go. There we go. Isaiah Gillum. Then we've got Chris Murphy, Bowman first for the Red Sox. He was their 6th round pick. The Red Sox are Pauly. I've got Matt Wallner for the Twins. Evan White for the Mariners. Evan White is a nice prospect card right here. He was 17th overall pick in 2017. Brennan Malone for the Diamondbacks. And Daisobel Arias for the Rangers. So now we go to the Chrome cards, and we should get our auto. So good luck, everyone. We'll see what we pull out of here. So I've got a Cal Mitchell for the Pirates, and there's Joey Bart again. I pull Joey Bart all the time. So Joey Bart, this is going to our Giants owner, Pauly. Nice Joey Bart Bowman Chrome prospect card. Joey is, if I'm breaking cards and Joey Bart is in the set, I'm going to pull every one of his cards. It's just what I do. I'm like Geico Insurance that way. So, Jake Agnos, I want to pay you on PayPal. Hey, 3 cards collectors. I have one of those cards, but the card that I just pulled is not mine. So this is a Jake Agnos. That is a Bowman first for the Yankees. And look at this next one, guys. We've got the paper J.J. Bleday and the Chrome J.J. Bleday. So that one is going out to cause. This is a sweet, sweet hit, and it looks like we have one of the light sky blue parallels coming up here. So this is J.J. Bleday. Nice, nice Bleday for the Marlins. Bowman Chrome this time. So what we'll do is we'll now, there we go, nice JJ. That is a sweet, sweet card. Henry Martinez, thank you for getting in to the second break. Let me just check something here real quick, just so I can kind of see. Okay, so we've got Henry in. I'm putting people in as they pay so we don't have any mix up later. But, so let me put Henry in. So you guys on the break, just an update on the second break. So we've got 17 spots filled and 13 left. So that's where we're at on that. And for whatever reason, there we go. There we go. So Henry, I've got you in. Thank you very much, Henry. So let's see, we will continue down this breaks path. So I've got Eric Rivera, that is a Bowman first, and we've got the sky blue. This is going out to our Brewers owner. It is a Thomas Dillard. The Brewers is Tony D. This one will be numbered because it is the Bowman. This is actually the paper version, so that's the Rivera. So here is the Thomas Dillard. This is numbered 215 out of 499. And let's see what Dillard. He's a 5th round pick, 143 overall. So not a bad little color hit right here. For the Brewers. And Tony D. And let's see, so we'll throw the color up here and create a little card garden as I do. So now we're getting to our refractors, and we should have an auto and stuff coming up here pretty soon. So Nasim Nunez, I'm going to go up, hold on, I got to do one thing here real fast. How many spots left in the next one? Pauly, I've got 13 spots left in the next one. And it's the same exact setup. So Nasim Nunez, That is a Bowman First refractor. Nice refractor card right here. Again for the Marlins. So Kaz, who has the Marlins, doing a good job with the Marlins. So that's a round 2. We've got Jonathan Ornelius for the Rangers. That is a refractor. Corey Lee, refractor for the Astros. That is a Bowman First. Corey Lee was their first overall pick, number 32 overall in the draft. So that is a nice one for the Astros. The Astros is Mark Rosales, or Mark R. Don't know if everyone wants me giving their last name out. Mark actually just joined Patreon as well, so thank you, Mark. And we'll put Mark up here, or Corey Lee, I'm sorry. Darian Cruz, that's actually a nice prospect card for the Braves. That's going to go to Paulie. So let's see. Cards for days, you've got 4. Okay, so let's hold. I know we've got our auto coming up. I know everyone wants to see it, but I also don't want to get behind on this other one. So I'm going to throw cards for days in. And let me just go back and see here real fast. KC Nation. So KC Nation has 4 more spots. So this thing seems to be filling up pretty quick here. So if, let's see, I hate to like fill a break while we're doing a break, but just to give everyone an update, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots left in the next break. Oh, Paulie, okay, see, I knew this was going to happen. Paulie bought all 13 spots. Okay, so hold on. I think what I'll do, let me just see here real fast. This is exactly why I wanted to stay on top of this. So let me see. Paulie paid $130. So Paulie, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you the remaining spots, and I will, when we get wrapped up tonight, I will refund you the difference on the 5 spots. So the second break is now sold out. And if there's anyone else, unfortunately, I don't have the cards to do a third break. I don't have any more Bowman Chrome left. Paulie, so you guys, so first of all, thank you for everyone that bought in. And yes, we did get the Brewers. Check it. We did get this one. Okay, so the second break is sold out. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to go over to my thing and shut off the scroller because no one wants to buy into a break that's already full. So hopefully that gets shut off there. And what we will do is continue along with this break. Second break, sold out. Thank you very much, guys. If for whatever reason there's someone that got in, Paulie, I will refund you the difference. But if there's anyone else that bought in that we didn't get in, we'll handle that here after this break. But thank you guys very much. So, but let's finish this break up. We've got a Darian Cruz for the Braves. I've got Christian Javier. This is, by the way, we're still on our refractors here. So this is Christian Javier for the Astros. And pretty sure, yeah, he was a free agent. Then for the Mariners is Shalani. I've got a Bowman First refractor of George Kirby. So nice George Kirby right here for the Mariners. He was their first overall pick, 20th overall. So nice refractor for Shalani. And we're going to, let's see, I can make a few more cards in the card garden. And another nice one, I've got a Blaze Alexander. And I'm pretty sure we're getting close to our auto here. So let's see who our first of 4 autos is going to be. I've got a Keone Cavaco. I really like that name. That's for the Twins. That's going to Dave Durango. And that next one is sweet. Let's get Keone going here. This next one is awesome. Number 4 overall draft pick breakdown. This one is J.J. Bleday. So we have been on the J.J. Bleday bandwagon for cause here. So this is another JJ, and I think our auto is going to be right here. So what I want to do, I am going to sleeve this up, but let's do this. We've got oh no, this is going to be a green parallel, and it's going to go to the Blue Jays. So let's do this first. I want to get this one going. I want to put this in a top loader because now I have 3 JJ Bledays. This is fire. That is 3 of them now for cause. And then we're going to have an auto. But first, we've got for the Blue Jays the draft progression, and this is numbered 41 out of 99. So this is I'm pretty sure this is the green parallel of the draft progression. The Blue Jays is also going to, you guessed it, cause. So we've got Alek Manoah, Jordan Groshans, and Nate Pearson. And so cause is going to get to 44 out of 99. And let's see, our auto, this is going to be blue. Pretty sure this will be our auto. And it is going to the White Sox. And it is going to be Matthew Thompson. And this will be numbered 80 out of 150. And that is going to Mark Rosales. So Mark Rosales gets the first auto. And it is a blue parallel of Matthew Thompson. So let me sleeve this one up because this one is numbered to 99. This is Cause's card. Really nice draft progression. This is the first time I've seen one of these in a parallel. So that's really sweet. And then on top of that, this is a blue wave, by the way. This is a sweet blue wave refractor. Bowman first of Matthew Thompson for the White Sox. This is nice. Mark, congratulations. Cause, congratulations. He was their second round pick, 45th overall. I love the wave refractors. I could look at those all day. So blue wave refractor for Mark. Sweet way. There we go. That's, there we go. And we are running out of space in the card garden. But we are almost done with the Bowman draft. So we've got Tony Losi as we continue on. We aren't even done yet. We've got the Cardinals. Yeah, the blue waves, Brad, the blue wave cards, just any of the refractor waves, those are awesome. So this one is going to the Cardinals. That's going to Clark Z. He's their 3rd round pick, Bowman first card. Another Bowman first for Tyler Fitzgerald for the Giants. And he was their 4th overall. And right behind that is another Giants Bowman first. Those are both going to Pauly. This one is of Logan Wyatt. And for the Mariners, our next card, by the way, before we do that, Logan Wyatt, by the way, is a 2nd round pick out of this year or last year's draft. Julio Rodriguez, which is a nice prospect card for the Mariners. We've got a Brady McConnell, and finally a Jared Kalanick for the Mariners. So the Mariners come out at the very end for Shalani out of this. Jared Kalanick is actually a really highly rated prospect now. So that is the Bowman draft. So we've got 2 more boxes to go here, guys. But let's get this cleaned up here a little bit before we continue on. And we'll try and make another card garden. So some of the hits that I just kind of sleeved up that ended up in top loaders. I'll go over these real fast. There was a few of them. And we'll start with the J.J. Bleday collection. So there's the draft pick breakdown. there's the Bowman Chrome, and there's the paper. So Kaz is getting all of those. We got Hunter Bishop, Riley Green, a Joey Bart, because why not get a Joey Bart? George Kirby. We got the parallel draft progression to 99, 41 out of 99. That is a nice one. Alec Manoah, Jordan Groshans, Nate Pearson. And we got the color parallel for Thomas Dillard. This one's 215 out of 499. We pulled the Andrew Vaughn. We pulled a Sixto, a Corey Lee refractor for the Astros. And finally, the auto was Matthew Thompson for the White Sox. It is a blue wave, and it is numbered 80 out of 150. So that is the Bowman draft pack. Now I think what we'll do is go on to Bowman Chrome and rip some more packs here and put some of these aside so we can get into them. And away we go. So let's see. Let me catch up. Still in draft, yeah. So, the Cardin, if you will. I like that, the Cardin. It's really fun when you can make a garden grow. So let's see. We'll do Bowman Chrome next. Bowman Chrome came out over last summer. I want to say probably August. I really like Bowman Chrome. There are Bowman Firsts in here. I like that they kind of mix up, that you've got both, a lot of rookies, some established stars, but you still get some Bowman First cards out of this set as well. Particular cards, there's a few particular cards you'd be looking for in here, but we are going to get an auto, so we will see what we get out of this. So, here we go. Corey Ray, right off the bat for the Brewers. Corey Ray is actually not a bad Brewers star already. We've got Spencer Howard, and right off the bat, there's a Cavan Biggio. Cavan for the Blue Jays. This is the Arizona Fall League insert card. Really cool insert here that they do in Bowman Chrome. And Biggio, obviously, they expect big things out in Toronto, and so this one is going to, you guessed it, Kaz. So Kaz with a Cavan, and then we've got Edwin Encarnacion and a Bryce Harper, which, as we look back at 2019, it'll be his first season in Philadelphia. So it'll be kind of one of those, here's his first Philadelphia card year. So a nice Bryce Harper Chrome for the Phillies, and the Phillies are going to KC Nation. As we continue down the Chrome path, we've got Genesis Cabrera. I've got Eric Pardino for the Blue Jays, and we're going to have an elite farmhand, and this is going to the Pirates. This is Travis Swaggerty. Swaggerty's a nice hit. This is actually a really thick card. I forgot how thick some of these were. So Travis Swaggerty is going to the Pirates. That's going to Tony D. So Travis Swaggerty, a nice one for Tony. Then we've got a Chris Bryant for the Cubs and a Clayton Kershaw to round out that pack. So our Cubs owner, Jaffa, is a nice Chris Bryant, and Clayton Kershaw, who, it's really interesting about Clayton Kershaw. I would still consider him the ace of the Dodgers. If I needed to win a game, I'm still putting Kershaw on the mound. But is Walker Buehler really the ace of that team? Because I think statistically he is. So it just goes to show how fast the seasons go, because Kershaw, it's weird to think that Kershaw's old now. It just is a weird thing to think about. I still think he's got plenty of good years left, but it does seem like not too long ago where he was just setting the league on fire. So here we go. I've got an Adbert Alzolay, and this is for the Cubs. Let me see here. He is their Cubs number 6 prospect. So this is a nice prospect card for the Cubs. That's going to Jaffa. I've got a Dalton Varsho, and I think we may have our auto behind here. So let me see. Nope, but it is going to be a numbered Yusei Kikuchi. So Dalton Varsho, I'm going to sleeve that up for our Diamondbacks owner, which was also Jaffa. So here is a Yusei Kikuchi, and this one is numbered 10 out of 499. This is a refractor parallel Yusei Kikuchi rookie card. So a nice Yusei for the Mariners, which is Shalani. A lot of people think, oh well, he had that one bad season as his rookie season. I think it's also not really fair when you're talking about a guy that's got to get used to a whole new culture, a whole new team, a whole new kind of way of living. So we'll see if Yusei can have a bounce back year. He is not playing for a great team right now in the Mariners, but hopefully we can see some improvement out of him in 2020. It'll be interesting. And then we've got a Suli Matthias. Someone probably knows how to say this better than me. But that is for the Royals, and that is going to Pauly. And finally, we've got David Peralta in that pack. So, Mark, was that really your first auto? I haven't really been watching chat that much as I crack these packs, but if that was your first auto, that is a great first auto to get. A Blue Wave Parallel. I mean, that is exactly what you're looking to get in the hobby. So congratulations on that. That's really cool. There's a Mike Yastrzemski auto in those action cards in case we... Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Connor Pilkington. Bowman first for the White Sox. Let's go into Mark as well. So this is a Bowman first. Let's see, he was drafted round 3 in 2018. So nice Bowman first card. Then we've got Sam Hentges for the Indians. He was round 4 all the way back in 2014. And here is our auto. It is going to our Yankees owner, which is KC Nation. This is Davy Garcia. And we pulled his card, if you remember, we pulled his card in draft, but it's in Bowman Chrome set where you can get his Bowman first card. So this is his Bowman first. So really cool that we could get his Bowman first, and I'm pretty sure we pulled his Bowman draft card. So now that is a sweet auto. Wish he would have signed it a little bit bigger. He kind of signs his name like I do. But really nice Garcia hit for the Yankees. Suli Matthias. So yeah, that is for, so there's Mr. Garcia, and we'll start the garden going again. I probably shouldn't have pushed all these around because now I've got no place to, maybe I'll clean them out like I'm supposed to do instead of being lazy. I'm starting to sound like my dad. So there will be our auto in Chrome. There's still 2 more autos to go as well. Here's a John Duplantier rookie card. This is going to the Diamondbacks, which is Jaffa. And we've got Chris Davis to round this out, and that is going to Urban for the A's. So we'll keep keep it on here. And there he is again. We've got Devi Garcia. This is the non-auto, but there's his Bowman first. So another one for KC Nation. And I've got a Francisco Morales for the Phillies. That is going to be a Bowman first as well. That's going to KC Nation. So KC Nation cleaning up the house right now. And we've got another refractor parallel. This is going to be going to Urban. This one's for the A's. This is Jameson Hanna. I'm not too familiar with Jameson Hanna, but this is numbered to 48 out of 499. And let's see, because I'm not too familiar with him. This is not a Bowman first. Oh, okay, he was their second overall pick in 2018, so not a bad card at all. He's the Athletics 7th rated prospect, or at least he was when this set came out. So looks like a power hitting outfielder for the A's. So my guess is he'll be smashing Angels pitching here pretty soon, considering the Angels don't have any pitching. Corey Kluber, still on the Indians, and then we've got Chris Davis for the Orioles. So now we'll do our last pack of chrome here. And we've got another Bowman first. This one's going out to our Mets owner, Mark Rosales. This is Tommy Wilson. So a nice Bowman first here. Tommy Wilson, by the way, was a late round pick. Look at that. Round 19 in 2018. So, but he did throw 7 no-hit innings. So he is moving up in the Mets organization quickly if they already made a card out of him. So that's actually a fun one right there. Bo Naylor, nice Bo Naylor card, prospect card for the Indians. Our Indians owner, by the way, is Alec. And look at this. Can't go a box. If it's Joey Bart, I'm gonna get it, guys. Me and Joey Bart, man, we pull Joey Bart anytime if he is in a set, I'm gonna pull him. So there's Joey Bart for the Giants. This is the stat tracker insert card, by the way. So this is going to Paulie. Paulie, have yourself another Joey Bart on me, and we will continue along. Here's a Taylor Ward rookie card for the Angels. That's going to Mark R as well. And finally, I've got a Josh James rookie card for Shalani on the Astros. All right, so that is the Bowman Chrome. We'll set this aside as well. And now we will do the final box in the break. We'll do Bowman's Best. Hey Jason, not sure how long you've been in here. I have not been paying as much of attention to chat as I probably should, but thank you for joining. Here is the Bowman's Best. So now we're going to have 2 autos in this one, guys. This set's a really cool set. At first, when they first came out, they released it so close to when Draft came out. I was a little worried that it was going to get overlooked, but the look of this set is so... I'm a little worried about how this one came out of the box. We'll see about that pack. We'll rip that one open first. Hopefully the cards are okay, but it was a little smashed up in there. If they're not... hold on. Yeah, if not, I can grab a pack. I have another box of this, so I can grab a pack out of that. I'm just worried that you can see right here. So let's open this thing up real quick. But this set, as I was saying, with how cool the set is in the checklist, it's got a really nice checklist. So I think it kind of made a nice mark for itself. Okay, so let's look at these cards real quick. I think we are going to be okay, except for, well, no, that's actually going to be a die cut. Okay, so here we go. We've got, for the Padres, Manny Machado, Paulie Junkwax, Nolan Arenado. For the Rockies, Rockies is going to Alec. Nice Nolan. There's an Aaron Judge for the Yankees. That's going to KC Nation. And an Alec Bohm Future Foundations card. So yeah, the design on these, which is kind of like, it's almost like Inception, if you remember the Inception set, with like a Bowman mix. It's just, they're really cool cards. And so here's the Alec Bohm. This is a Future Foundation. This is for the Phillies. So KC Nation's cleaning up with the Phillies right now. Alec Bohm Future Foundations card. Very cool one as well. And for the Indians, I've got a Frankie Lindor refractor. You do get a refractor in every pack. So this is the refractor for Frankie Lindor. Frankie Lindor is going to be the story leading all the way up to the trade deadline. I think he's, depending on what the Reds do, if the Reds come out of the blocks hot, which I think they're going to, I think the Reds are a sleeper team. Well, I don't know if they're a sleeper team. If you follow baseball, I mean, they've had a fantastic offseason. And it'll be interesting to see if the Reds trade Nick Senzel and prospects for Frankie Lindor. You heard it here first. That's a hot take, ESPN style. So anyways, we'll see if it happens. But I would not be surprised if they ship Nick Senzel to the Indians for Frankie Lindor. That is something I could just totally see happening. Okay, here we go. I've got a John Duplantier. Hey, Urban, you're going to bed. You have a good night. By the way, you guys, I think Urban is breaking tomorrow night. Be sure to check out his break. John Duplantier, or if he's not, he'll tell you he's not, but I'm pretty sure he's normally doing his Friday night hangout, which is always a good time. Probably bring the bag out. There's John Duplantier. That's for the Diamondbacks. So do check that out. Here's a Will Wilson for the Angels. And Will Wilson, not a bad young player for the Angels. Here's a J.D. Martinez. This is a nice card. And I don't know, I think our auto's coming up next. So maybe what we'll do is I'm going to say, here's our J.D. Martinez. And this is a nice refractor, Forrest Whitley for the Astros. And we're going to do all three of these cards in a row, because then what we will do is give it a flip. Oh my goodness, this is a nice one, guys. This one is going to be Julio Rodriguez. This is going to the Mariners. Shalani, I think you were just saying, come on, Mariners. And you got your wish. This is Julio Rodriguez. This puppy is numbered, let me see if I can get this. It is 69 out of 99. It is the green refractor parallel. Or green, I'm sorry, well, it is a refractor, but the green parallel Julio Rodriguez to 99. Julio Rodriguez is one of the highest rated prospect in the Mariners systems. I believe he might be the top rated prospect. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it. But this is a sweet, sweet Julio Rodriguez. That is a nice, nice card right there. Numbered to 99. This is why I think Bowman's best is holding its own, because they've got a great auto checklist. They're all on-card auto. The parallels are nice. So there he is. There's Julio Rodriguez. I kind of want to. I almost want to look up what his prospect ranking is right now, because for some reason I'm forgetting. And by the way, don't forget, we got the Forrest Whitley. That was for the Astros, which is also Shalani. So Shalani just gets a fire pack here towards the end. really cool Astros refractor there as well. So, 3 cards. No, you cannot buy the Kobe bobblehead from me. Sorry, it is not for sale. I've actually had that bobblehead for a long time. And I used to buy bobbleheads about 15 years ago a lot. I have a lot of different bobbleheads. Kobe Bryant was one. That's like a 15-year-old bobblehead. There's no way I'm getting rid of that one. Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. I've got Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. Our Red Sox owner is Paulie, by the way. And a nice Rays Brandon Lau for... Look at that. Look who just showed up again, guys. Brandon Lau. This is a nice rookie for the Rays. Paulie's got the Rays, so another Brandon Lau rookie card. Let's do this. I think I hid some of these behind here. And then, as luck would have it, there he is. Joey Bart, franchise favorites. So I have pulled the Joey out of every one of these. Out of every set that we've broke tonight. So we'll see if in break 2, if that streak continues. I would not doubt if it does. At some point, I have to stop pulling Joey Bart cards. But the good news, Joey Bart, a really good prospect. And the good news is, if you're Paulie, you are getting all of these Joey Barts. I tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't know how many more I can pull. I think I've pulled every possible Joey Bart variation you can pull. And then finally, I've got a Shohei Ohtani, and this is a refractor for the Angels. So the Shohei Ohtani refractor is going out to Mark R. I got to pull up some more penny sleeves here. Give me just 1 second. KC, I mean, I'm not kidding. It started about 4 breaks ago, and if there is Joey Bart, I'm going to pull him. I don't know what it is. I pulled I think I have pulled every possible combination except for like the entire rainbow that you could get out of Bowman. There's the Shohei refractor. That's a nice one. So the garden's growing quite quickly right now. So anyways, we've got 3 more packs. But, yeah, I mean, if you were ever looking for a Joey Bart card, I'm the guy you want pulling. All right, so here we go. There's a nice one. That's Royce Lewis, Bowman's best. Nice prospect card for the Twins. That's going to Durango. I got a Keone Cavaco for the Twins as well. Another nice prospect card. Oh, and look at this one for the Angels. This one, guys, this one is sweet, but we've also got our auto right behind it. So how am I going to do this? So first, let's show you this one. This is a Shohei Ohtani. This is a gold parallel franchise favorites, numbered 33 out of 50. So this one is numbered to 50. It is the franchise favorite. It is Shohei. It is going to Mark Rosales. I don't know if you guys can see that up there. But let's see. And then we've got, I want to get to our refractor, and then I will show you the auto. So we've got Kyle Tucker, which is a rookie card for the Astros. So that's going to Shalani. Kyle Tucker, and this is our refractor rookie card. Kyle Tucker is actually a real nice young player for the Astros. His rookie cards have cooled off a little bit, but I think that's only because we're in the off season. His rookie cards are really nice cards. Really nice. I think I've got one more back here. So Kyle Tucker's a nice one. And then I will show you the auto, and we will get both of these top loaded. Here comes the auto. It is going to be for the Cardinals. It is Zach Thompson. The Cardinals, which has been a little quiet all night, so the Cardinals make a late comeback, and we pull a Zach Thompson auto. for the Cardinals. So this, it is a base auto. So a nice Zach Thompson for Clark. Clark is also a Patreon. In fact, I think Clark might be my first Patreon ever. So it's always nice if I can get an auto for the Patreons. So that, here, let's do this. I mean, we got enough Joey Barts, so we can probably do that. And then, don't forget, we got the Shohei, which is numbered 33 out of 50. So this is a gold parallel franchise favorites. I mean, my goodness. So we've got, so we pulled two low numbered cards, and we've still got 2 packs to go. In the card garden, now granted, I didn't take the Bowman Chrome out. That's what it is. That's why it's, that's why I've got so many. Oh wait, so Joey Bart's over there. So we're gonna put Shohei over here as well. So that's out of 50. So you guys, the autos, the low numbers, they're all coming out now. And let's see what we've got here. There's a nice Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, and it looks like we're going to have another parallel coming up, which is awesome. So there's a quick Gleyber. For the Angels, we've got Griffin Canning, and it looks like this is going to be a purple Justin Verlander, and this one is numbered 224 out of 250. So there is a purple Verlander to 250 for the Astros. That is also going to Shalani. So a nice Verlander parallel. Sweet card here. These Bowman Best cards are just a little bit thicker than the other 2 Bowmans. So a nice Verlander there, guys. Slav, I think he buys into every room's breaks because a lot of people buy into his breaks. And so I think he returns the favor. What I've noticed is people that do breaks tend to buy into other people's breaks. I think it's because we're all addicted to cards. So, and here we go. For the Miami Marlins, I've got a Victor Mesa. And because I saw it when we opened it up, I also have a JJ Bleday refractor. So I have been hot on JJ Bleday on this whole break. So we pulled, if you remember back to the draft portion of the break, we pulled all 3 of his cards, and now we pulled them out of Bowman Best as well. And the added bonus is the fact that it is a refractor. So this is another nice one for the Marlins. That is going to Kaz. Kaz has had a nice little break here as well. And he's also going to get the Victor Mesa Future Foundations. All right, guys, last pack magic in this break. This first break will be done. Shalani, you have had a fantastic break in this box right here. Here we go. For the Braves, I've got a Kyle Wright rookie card. Nice rookie card there. For Paulie. And then I've got a Michael Kopech, which is a rookie card. We're pulling lots of rookies out of this one. This for the White Sox, Mark Rosales. Kopech should be back this year, so it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Keston Hira for the Brewers. That's a nice Keston. Obviously, the Brewers are Tony. And you guys, I've got Chipper Jones here. Refractor franchise favorites. That's a nice one for the Braves. That's going to Paulie. And finally, our last card. This one is going to go to Urban. I think Urban went to bed. But this is the Rangers Josh Jung. We've been looking for Josh Jung all night, and this is a refractor. So we pulled the Josh Jung as the very last card right as Urban went to bed. That is how it always happens. So you guys, that is the break. Thank you for everyone that got in. I'll go over some of the cards I top loaded, but keep in mind in this, we actually did sleeve quite a few cards. But let's do this. We will pull some of these out. Obviously, half of them are Joey Bart cards because apparently that is all I pull these days. but yeah, if I'm ever, not to make light of it, but if I am ever breaking, if you get the Giants and Joey Bart's in there, you're going to get a Joey Bart. So I say that, now we won't get a Joey Bart. So anyways, here's what I got. I've got a Jameson Hanna, and this is numbered 48 out of 499 for the A's. I've got the Frankie Lindor refractor, the Shohei Ohtani refractor, the Josh Jung refractor, and our auto, which for the Cardinals, which is going to Clark. This is a Zach Thompson. I've got a Brandon Lau for the Rays. Travis Swaggerty Elite Farm Hands. That's a nice card. I've got a Yusei Kikuchi rookie card numbered 10 out of 499. That's a refractor. We did pull the J.J. Bleday, and this is also a refractor parallel. So this, really nice card right there. Kyle Tucker, Kevin Biggio rookie card, Joey Bart, Justin Verlander, number 224 out of 250. Shohei Ohtani, franchise favorite, numbered 33 out of 50. Fantastic pull right there. That's going to Mark Rosales. We've got the Julio Rodriguez auto, numbered 69 out of 99. That is going to the Mariners owner, which is Shalani. And finally, we've got the Davy Garcia, and that is going to our Yankees owner. This is the on-card auto out of Bowman Chrome. Bowman first card as well, so nice one there. That's going to KC Nation. So you guys, thank you again for all of you guys that got into this first break. If you are in the second break, give me 1 second so I can clean this up, and we will flip everything to get started on the second break. So just give me 1 second and we'll get cleaned up here. Pretty nice break there. KC Nation, yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. I will make you a moderator and you can now go ahead and drop email all you want. And by the way, thank you, Jaffa. Pretty nice. I thought it was a pretty nice break. Pretty even. I think we called most everyone's name in there a few times, so that's really nice. Let's see. I'm going to put these right there. And it's funny because you can always tell if a break was good by how many top loaders you used, which we went through quite a bit of them. So, and I'm more stingy than a lot of people that break cards. I see a lot of people, like Urban being one of them. Urban is really generous. I am a little bit more stingy than Urban is in regards to supplies, only because I have a smaller house. I don't have a lot of room to put stuff. So I a lot of times will not buy a bunch of supplies, and so with top loaders I buy them 1,000 at a time, and they come in a nice little box. If you buy them anything more than that, it becomes unruly quickly. So here we go. Here is the next break. We've got the Bowman draft cards. Same exact break. Bowman best and Bowman chrome. So we will break these. Let me do this. Yeah, Kaz had a good break. I mean, most people had a good break in here. Jaffa, you have a good night, sir. I saw you were streaming earlier tonight. I'm sorry I missed that. I was getting ready for my break and also trying to feed kids and do showers and all that fun stuff for the kids. So, we've got these. Let me see. Let me save out the first mix file. I'm going to close that. Let's make sure I've saved. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do on the second one. Let me just play around here for a second and get everything kind of lined up to where it'll look semi-normal on a stream. Is that everyone? Is that everyone? Yeah, that's everyone. Okay, here we go. Grab a quick drink. So let's see what I want to do here. Let's check. Okay, so I'm going to go back and try and pretend like I know what I'm doing about top loader brand. Right now, I mean, there's really only two. It's Ultra Pro and BCW. If you buy in bulk, BCW is cheaper than Ultra Pro. And I think BCW holds cards. It's a lot easier to get cards in without them getting dinged. And they're a little bit lighter too. And if you are someone that deals with shipping all day, I actually prefer BCW. However, Ultra Pro is probably a better top loader. You can kind of tell. I actually have them both sitting here because I do use both of them. And I really watch the sales because I try and get stuff on sale. So this one is the Ultra Pro. This one is BCW. If you notice, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if this camera's that good. But the BCW card has a little bit more room on the edges than the Ultra Pro. So the Ultra Pro, like for example on these Bowman's Best cards, this Ultra Pro is probably not going to hold it. It's just a little bit thinner than the BCW. However, when you bend them, you can kind of tell that the Ultra Pro is a little more rigid than the BCW. So the BCW isn't quite as rigid. So it's kind of what do you like. For me, if you're braking, it's a lot easier to get a card into a BCW. At the end of the day, it's probably 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But if you're looking for one that's going to be really rigid, you probably want to think about the Ultra Pro. If you're someone that's mailing cards a lot, these are a little bit lighter than the Ultra Pro, even though they're a little bit thicker on the inside of what it'll hold on a card. So that's my thoughts on it. Okay, Tony D, you have a good night. Thank you for getting in the break. It was a good break for you. So we're going to get started with the second break here right now, guys. Here we go. Let me see. Not going to be paying attention to chat here for the next minute or two while we set all this up. But what we're going to do here is go and shut that off. This, friends, is the second break. This is everyone that's in it. So just so you guys know, it's John Albright, David Hutchinson, Cards for Days, Brewers 34, Mr. Goody, Clark Z, Brad W, KC Nation, Shaq Rat, Mr. Goody again, Henry M, Cards for Days, 4 spots for KC Nation, and Paulie is buying out the rest of it, and I think if I'm not mistaken he got 8 spots, and I owe him $50 because he actually bought 13. So we overbought on this one, guys. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these teams and we're going to randomize them over on random.org. And we will, let's see here, let's see, list randomizer. One thing I didn't do, let me switch back so you guys can see the dice roll. Switch that back on. Here's the dice roll. We are a 3, which I'm comfortable with doing 3. So here's what we will do. We're going to go back, shut this off here real quick. and put everyone in, or the teams in. We'll randomize teams 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. So I've got the Cubs on the top. I've got the Royals on the bottom. We'll come back to our break sheet over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw all these in. We're going to paste just text. Sweet. I want everything bolded. I want everything 14. And then, let's do this also. So here's our teams. I don't know why I keep doing that. I've done that twice tonight. Control C, Control V. I've been around for years, Dustin. The other thing while we're at it, let's just do this right now since we know we're going to do it. And we'll also go like this. Come on. So here's our breakers, and what we'll do is we're going to pop the breakers over there. So we read off all our breakers. Let's grab them all. We're going to do the same thing. Let's go back and roll some dice. Make sure you guys can see that. And then after we get all this in, we will open it up for trade. So here's the dice roll. You guys will see it's a 5. So we will randomize that 5 times. So let me do this. And here are, okay, so we've got all our names. So we're going to come here. We're going to start a new randomization. And here's all our names. We're going to do this 5 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, so I've got David Hutchinson on the top, Brewers 34, GC on the bottom. We'll drop everyone in here, and we will open it up for trades in just a second. Okay, so let me make sure we've got everything in here right before we go any farther. And then we're going to say, I want to make everybody bold. Oh, wait, I see why it's not working. We're going to make everyone bold here. I'm going to make everyone 14. So here we go. We're going to hide these. And this is the break. So here's what I got, guys. This should be showing everyone. It is showing everyone. Okay, so David Hutchinson has the Cubs. KC Nation pulls the Pirates. Clark Z has the Rockies. Mr. Goody gets the Tigers. Padres are going to KC as well. The Reds are going to Brewers. Rangers, KC Nation. Phillies, Cards for Days. Mets is going to Paulie. Rays is going to Brad. Astros is going to John Albright. Diamondbacks going to Paulie. Red Sox going to Paulie. Cardinals going to John Albright. Giants are going to Mr. Goody. Hopefully we get some Joey Barts. The Nationals are going to Paulie. The Athletics go to Paulie. Brad W. is getting the Braves. The Marlins are going to Paulie. Henry M. is getting the Indians. KC Nation has also got the Blue Jays. Paulie's got the White Sox. KC Nation with the Mariners. Paulie with the Twins. John Albright with the Yankees. Cards for Days, pulling Southern California, has the Dodgers and the Angels. And Cards for Days gets the Orioles as well. I actually want to put in here the S so we don't get that confused with anyone else. It looks like I forgot that. And Shackrat, look at that. Didn't even have to trade. Shackrat's getting the Brewers. And finally, Brewers 34 is getting the Royals. So I'm going to keep this on screen here for a little bit. I'm going to go back as well and watch the, there you guys go, so you guys can see that. Okay, so here, trades are open, and you guys can just keep in mind the rules on this. If there is any trade that you guys want, I need confirmed, just type the word confirmed. in all caps, preferably. And then who the two teams are, and then I'll kind of verify it with the other person. So, Paulie, I'll do Rays and Braves for Diamondbacks and Twins. Cards for Days has the Dodgers and Phillies up for trade. Goody is good with the Giants. KC Nation, Cards for Rangers. Shackrat got the Brewers. That is amazing. He had a 1 in 30 chance of getting them. So, Cards for Days is wondering if David wants the Cubs. Is David in here? So let's see. Let's see who. Let's see. KC Nation. Cards for Rangers. John Albright is wondering. So if you can let us know on that, we'll keep trades open here. And keep in mind, right after we close trades, some of you guys might not know this that bought into the break a little bit later, or if you haven't been watching the stream for a while. But at the beginning of this, I did say that there was a PSA giveaway. And so for break one, we gave away a Chris Bryant 2014 Prospects Bowman draft. And in this break, I figured it was only fair to do a PSA giveaway as well. So for this break, even though I can't show it to you on screen right now because you guys are looking at the same thing I'm looking at, and we're looking at some trades here. Rangers and Cards is confirmed. Okay, great. But we are giving away a 2019 Bowman Chrome Fernando Tatis Jr. Mint 9 PSA rookie card ready for the show insert. So I'll put that on screen here when we give it away. But for all of you that got into this, you will all have a chance at winning the Fernando Tatis Bowman Chrome rookie 2019 card. So let's see here. Rangers and Cards is confirmed. So let me go find the Rangers. So KC Nation and Cards. Where are the Cards on here? And John Albright. Okay, so okay, so KC Nation gets the Cards, and John Albright now gets the Rangers. So that trade is put through. Who has the Royals? The Royals is Brewers. It's all the way down at the bottom at spot number 31. Or on the spreadsheet, it's row number 31. But Brewers 34 has the Royals. Yeah, Goody G. I mean, hey, I hope it holds strong for you too. I'll be honest. I have pulled enough of them that we will see. But I have been on an unbelievable streak with Joey Bart. So yeah, hopefully it does continue. Let's see here. I don't. Paulie may have left. I don't know. Paulie, are you still in here? So let's see. I think we're gonna. Let's see if Paulie's still in here. And the Rays and Braves for the D-backs and Twins is a pretty good trade. If I was in this break, I would have a hard time passing on the Rays. And the Braves. The D-backs have a lot of good first-round picks in here. And the Twins are I mean, that's a pretty decent trade, especially considering that the Rays, you got a chance at some Wanders in here. So that's not a bad trade. Goody, we will. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The Joey Bart auto, and I can't forget if I pulled it for Dave or Paulie. I pulled it for one of them. But it was the image variation card. It was autoed to 99. It was like a $400 card. I think it was the very first time. What set was that? I'm pretty sure. Was it Bowman? It had to have been Bowman draft. I think it was the very first time I did Bowman draft. But anyways, it was a really nice card. That was probably about 5-6 weeks ago. So let's see. Twins I want for Spencer Steer. So we will see. If I can pull that card again, that'd be amazing, because that would mean I've pulled 2 out of the 99 that exist. I'm hoping that we got shut out on Adley on that last break. That was the one thing that was missing out of that last break. Adley on the Orioles, Adley Rutschman, that's our first overall pick. We pulled almost everyone else. But we did not pull Adley, so maybe we pull Adley. That would be awesome. Okay, so Brad, you want to trade for your Braves. So KC Nation is looking to trade the Braves. Hold on. Let me do one thing here, guys. This might make it easier so you guys can just see who's got what really easily. Let me put some filters on this, and we can probably... I'll sort this by breakers. So it'll make it real easy, so you can kind of say, okay, who's got who. Oh, thanks, Shaqrat. Yeah, if you want to let him know, because he's got the Marlins and the White Sox and the Twins and the Diamondbacks and the Mets. I will say one thing out of Bowman Chrome. Out of the Bowman Chrome set, there is a way back, and you can probably find the video if you go way back in my files. The best card I pulled all season, I was with my kids, my wife was traveling. Out of Bowman Chrome, I pulled a Mets Pete Alonso jersey relic numbered to 25. I have since sold that card, and I sold it for, if I recall correctly, it was around $800. It was a fire card. It was a jersey relic. If we pull anything even near that, the jersey relics that are in that Bowman Chrome set are so beautiful. You'd probably have to go back about 5 months. It's when Bowman Chrome first came out. But it is in my videos on my channel. So let's see. Paula doesn't do the trade. I'll make a trade with you. So Brad is looking to trade. So, Slob. Okay, did you buy Sapphire, Bowman Sapphire, or Top Sapphire? But even though you don't need to tell me what you bought for him, I am so dying to know what you paid for him. Because I'm pretty sure it's Topps Update Sapphire that's more expensive than Bowman. I have no idea why. I think they made maybe more of the Bowman, but if you bought that many Sapphire boxes, I want to watch you open those. Clark Z, you've got yourself the Rockies. If you want to email me tomorrow or send me a Patreon message, just let me know, and I'll let you know what you got. Or you can go back and watch the video. But either way, thank you for getting in the night. I hope you have a good night. and thanks again for getting in the break. It's awesome that you could join in. Hopefully we pulled some Toglia cards for you. Maybe an auto, that'd be sick. The person who has the Royals isn't here, is he? Let's see, the Royals is, if I'm not mistaken, that was Paulie, right? No, who had the Royals? Brewers 34. No, I have not seen Brewers 34. Oh, wait, yeah, he is. Brewers, where you been, man? Okay, so who wants the Royals? So KC Nation obviously wants the Royals. Brewers has the Reds and Royals. KC Nation has Pirates, Padres, Cardinals, Blue Jays, Mariners. Okay, then, okay, so we're going to assume that Paulie's not coming back in. Slav, you got top, so it's Top Sapphire. So you bought the expensive stuff. That's amazing, man. I hope you, I wish you the best of luck out of that. That is that got too rich for my blood way too fast. Oh, you used a coupon. Where did you buy them off of eBay? Or did you buy them via like I think like a place like Blowout Cards or something like that? Yeah, so we're going to assume Paulie's out. So you guys, we do got to get this break moving. So if there's any trades, here's what I'm going to do. Oh, Bowman. Okay, well, yeah, the Bowman's a little less expensive, but it is still, even the Bowman stuff's really expensive. But I did one box of Bowman Sapphire myself. I really like it. They're beautiful cards. 170 a box is not terrible. They are, because I think on eBay they're about $200 a piece, and then after shipping, so that's not a terrible price. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say trades going once. So if there's any trades we want to do, let's get those in now. I know KC Nation wants those Royals. I said grades. Trades going once. So this is well, we did have yeah, so we have not had that much trading going on. Brewers 34. Okay, yeah, so let's just see if we can get KC Nation the Royals. Hey, Brewers, Brewers 34, are you willing to trade the Royals? If not, it's fine. Hey, Shalani, glad we could get you. That box of Bowman's Best for you was awesome. So you're welcome. Thank you for getting in. I hope you had a good time. You know, hopefully, if you're going to bed, I hope you have a good night. And hopefully, we will see you in a future break and we can pull more for you. Let's see. Okay, so Brewers is out. Okay, so we're going to say trades going twice. And we're going to say trades closed. Okay, so let's get to breaking. I agree. Give me 1 second here. And let's do this. This should bring me back. We are going to, just so you guys can see it, this is the Fernando Tatis Jr. So this is the Bowman Chrome 2019 Bowman. It is a Chrome. Fernando Tatis, ready for the show. Rookie card. This is a Mint 9. So we're going to give this away, PSA graded, to one of the people that got into this break. So here's how we're going to do that. We are going to go over to random.org. Well, let's actually, roll the dice here real fast. So we're going to randomize this thing off, and that one was a 1, so we're going to roll it again. That was a 1 again. Let's do this. There we go. There's a nice 6. And let's randomize this thing off real quick, and then we will get to breaking. I'm going to do this. We're going to pull all of our breakers in. There we go. Control C. Let's make sure we got everyone in there. We do. We're going to go over to random.org, and we're going to start a new list. We're going to random you guys off 6 times. Whoever is on top after the 6th one gets the Fernando Tatis. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, and 6. It is going to Polly, who bought into 8 spots. So Polly gets the Fernando Tatis. So Polly, congratulations on the Fernando Tatis. Now, it's breaking time, guys. Good luck to everyone who is in the break. I just got to get set up here real quick so I can see the breakers and also see the chat. So give me 1 second there, so I can get myself set up. And I guess we could do this kind of like we did last time. And we could actually start with Chrome. I actually think that was a great idea. So Polly is getting, Polly's getting the Fernando Tatis. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna grab one more drink. 1 second. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do Bowman draft first, because it kind of worked well last time. We'll do Bowman Chrome in the middle and Bowman Best last. And the question is, if it was like this, so this one is the top pack, so we'll do that last, or second. Okay, so Mike Smith, with the Nationals, here's what we're doing with the Nationals. There are Nationals cards in here. There are no Nationals in these. So I said it in the first break, and I should probably reiterate it. What we're doing with the Nationals, and it probably held true because I don't think we pulled many Nationals in the last break. What I'm doing with the Nationals is, and Paulie, you've got the Nationals. What I'm doing is saying, hey, if we don't pull any Nationals cards out of these two, which is very possible because it's not like there's a ton of cards in there, what I'm doing with it is I am guaranteeing that, well, basically, make a long story short, I'm guaranteeing that the national spot is going to get taken care of. The way I'm going to take care of that for the most part is going to be, I'm going to throw in a bunch of first-round Bowman First Chrome cards from Bowman Draft, and I'll probably throw in a few other cards to make it more than worth your while to have had the national spot. I went back and forth on, do I just sell 29 spots, but I also didn't want to be put in a position if we pull like a sweet Nationals card out of one of these, that we don't give it to anyone. So that's what I'm doing with it. I hope Paulie's okay with that. I'm sure he knows I'll make sure that that spot is taken care of. And so that's kind of what we're doing. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. It's just the problem is the Nationals aren't in draft. They are in the other one. So here we go. Ton of Chrome cards again. We're going to pull the paper to the front, and we will do it this way. I'm going to pull these off to the side here to make room for the card garden that I expect to get out of here. I don't think there were any Nationals cards, and it's just the problem is there are some, like I know there's Juan Soto's and Bowman's best. I think he's also in Bowman's Chrome. So it's just you got to go back. I went back and forth with it. So, yeah, I'm going to take care of that spot. I'm well aware that they're not in draft. Logan Wyatt for the Giants. This is going to Mr. Goody. That's a Bowman first. Julio Rodriguez, who we pulled his auto in the first break. Brady McConnell, Bowman first for the Royals. That's Clark. Jared Kalanick for the Mariners. And who's got the Mariners? So we've got Paulie with the Mariners this time. Michael Bush for the Dodgers. Pretty sure that was a first-round pick. 31st overall for the Dodgers. And I think this time I'm going to do this just a little bit different than I did last time. Denny Reyes for the Red Sox. Cody Hosey for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers coming out fast. This is Cards for Days. This is their other first-round pick, 25th overall. So the Dodgers come out fast. Clark Schmidt for the Yankees. Greg Jones for the Rays. That is a Bowman first. He was 22nd overall. So our Rays owner is Brad W. Actually, we can say Brad Whippert's name. I put it as Brad W. because I never know if people want their full name, but so we'll just call Brad. How about that? Brewer Hicklin for the Royals. And there's a nice Hunter Bishop for the Giants. That's Mr. Goody. So we're off and running here, guys. Hunter Bishop, 10th overall pick. For the A's, I've got a Kyle McCann. And then we've got a nice one for the Tigers. This is a Bowman first, Riley Green. This one's getting top loaded. Who's got the Tigers? That is Mr. Goody as well. So a nice little Tigers hit to get us started off here. There's Riley Green. And I think, hold on, sorry, let's see, so Riley Green, that's your 5th overall pick, by the way. Glenn Allen Hill Jr., he is a round 4 pick. Braden Williamson for the Mariners. Mateo Gill, nice prospect card for the Cardinals. Gray Kessinger for the Astros. Astros is going to John Albright, by the way. Ryan Costello. No relation to Elvis. Isaiah Campbell for the Mariners. Isaiah Campbell, round 2 pick. Okay, Ryan Nelson. Now here's the deal. The Diamondbacks have a ton of cards in Bowman draft. Logan Gilbert. Alec Marsh, Bowman first. He was a round 2 pick as well. Shervain Newton. Hold on, Brad. I'm going to read your comment right now. If when you get open some draft for yourself, Mercer, Steer, Ryan Nelson, numbered cards, auto plates, please email me. Matt Mercer. I'll tell you what, Brad, email me that because I will not remember that from the thing. But if you email that to me, just let me know. And I can make better note of that if you email me. And Slav, I did open Sapphire Bowman. In fact, I think I did a break with Sapphire Bowman about whenever it first came out. Shervain Newton, Peyton Burdick, Eric Yang for the Reds. The Reds, by the way, are, who's got my Reds? That's Brewers 34. Jamari Baylor for the Phillies. Ryan Weathers. Ethan Hankins, Jake Samford for the Yankees. That is a 3rd round pick, Bowman first. Ryan Garcia, pretty sure, wasn't he 2nd round? Yeah, 2nd round pick, 50th overall, Bowman first for the Rangers. The Rangers, by the way, is John Albright. Jose Devers. I never know how to say that name. But anyway, Nassim Nunez, this is for the Marlins. It's a 2nd round pick. Jonathan Ornelas. Corey Lee, Bowman first for the Astros. This is going to be a 1st round Astros hit for John Albright, Bowman first card. So a nice paper John Albright, 32nd pick overall. We've got Darian Cruz. I've got Will Wilson for the Angels. He was a first-round pick, 15th overall. So a nice Will Wilson. For the Halos, which is Cards for Days, I've got Alejandro Kirk for the Blue Jays. And there he is, guys. We pulled him in this one. This is an Adley Rutschman Orioles Bowman first paper. Adley's cards are really hot right now, especially the Bowman draft cards. So, who ended up with the Orioles? Mr. Cards for Days did. So there is our 5th pick and our first overall pick, Adley. We didn't pull one of these in the last break, so I'm glad we got one in this one. So there's an Adley. Nice hit for Cards for Days. Then our last card here is going to be Jake Magnum, the Mets, 4th round pick. So that is the paper. And now we will go to the Chrome and see what we can pull out of here. I've got a Matthew Allen. I will probably sleeve up most of these Bowman first cards that are the Chrome versions as we go. So Bowman first, Matthew Allen for the Mets. Our Mets owner is Paulie. I've got Matt Mercer for the Diamondbacks. Michael Massey for the Royals. That's a Bowman first card. Royals, Brewers 34. Got the Royals. Then we've got Isaiah Gillum. Chris Murphy, Bowman first for the Red Sox. That's also going to Paulie. We'll probably say Paulie's name quite a bit. He's got a few spots in here. So Matt Wallner for the Twins. This is a nice, let's see, for the Twins, this is also Paulie. Yeah, Brad, go ahead and email me. Waiting on 2 Bowman Heritage of Mercer to show you. Oh, that's +4 I picked up. Yeah, that's awesome, Brad. I would love to see it. So, yeah, definitely send that. Evan White, which, by the way, Evan White is a really nice we might even see Evan White in the majors this year. So nice prospect card here for the Mariners. The Mariners going to KC Nation. If I'm not mistaken, Evan White is now the Mariners' top-rated prospect going into 2020. I've got a Brennan Malone, Bowman first for the Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks is Paulie. I've got Daisobel Arias. Daniel Espino, which is the first round. I'm pretty sure he was first round. Yeah, first round pick for the Indians. Indians are Henry Martinez. So nice Bowman Chrome for Henry, first round pick. I've got for the Twins. Here we go. This is a Keone Cavaco and Matt Wallner franchise futures insert. And another Adley is coming up, guys. So this one's going to our Twins owner, which is Paulie. And then we've got another Adley. We've got a D.L. Hall, a Grayson Rodriguez, and Adley Rutschman draft progression for the Baltimore Orioles. Cards for Days. This is a sweet one because all of these are highly, I mean, this is one of those cards that I think down the road, if these 3 players all pan out and become the core group for the Orioles, I tell you what, this card could be fun to own down the road. So really nice draft progression card here with Adley Rutschman on the front. Not to mention Grayson Rodriguez and D.L. Hall. So a nice hit here for Cards for Days. Who has the Orioles? KC Nation, since you've left, I don't know exactly when you left, but we've pulled 2 Adleys since you've left. At least 2. Lazaro Armenteros for the A's. Tyler Baum for the A's. This is a Bowman first. So our A's owner is Paulie as well. So another Bowman first for Paulie. That was the A's second round pick. Then we've got Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. And for the Pirates, I've got Jared Triolo. And this is a Bowman first. He was a second round pick. And for our Mets owner, this is also going to be Paulie. There is the Tim Tebow, which has been so popular. It'll be really interesting to see if Tebow makes it to the majors this year. He had kind of an off year, and when I say kind of, that might be being nice. But Tebow's married now. Oh, now I'm knocking cards over everywhere. Tebow's now married. I think he got married about 2-3 weeks ago, which they made a big deal out of that in the sports world because of his religious background. So we'll see if that helps him. So anyway, Hudson Hen. This is a Bowman first for the Padres. That is going to KC Nation. A third round pick. And we've got Anthony Prado for the Twins. Another Bowman first card, which will go to Paulie. He was a deeper pick. He was 7th round. And then we've got the card the guy who's on the Angels, who even if he becomes a superstar, I will never know how to say his last name. Kokonowitz. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Kokonowitz for the Angels. That's a Bowman first. Pretty sure he was like their 2nd round pick. 3rd round, 92 overall. Bryce Turang for the Brewers. Bryce is actually one of the Brewers' hot prospects. So we'll give that one a quick sleeve. And finally, we've got for the Cardinals a Connor Capel. This is not a parallel. I know it looks pink, but it's because of the sand that is all around. It is not a parallel. But there's a Connor Capel to round out that first half of Bowman Draft. Now we get to the pack that tends to have, well, it's going to have the auto. It tends to have the parallels. The top pack is the one you're looking for. And so here's what we'll do here. These packs are so thick, I tell you. So here's how we'll work this. I'm going to put those on the back. We'll put the chrome over here. And we'll see what we can pull out of this second half. Here's an Alek Manoah right off the bat. So Alek Manoah, pretty sure what draft number was he? 11th overall for the Blue Jays. Who's got the Blue Jays? KC Nation. And give me a second here. I got to fix the top loader thing here. There we go. We're going to put Alek in a nice little top loader for you there, KC. And we'll throw Alek up here as well. We've got a Jack Little for the Dodgers. And Jack Little. And then we've got a Josh Jung. So we didn't pull any Josh Jung out of the first break. But Josh Jung for the Rangers. This is another nice draft pick I think that the Rangers had. The Rangers actually have been a sneaky good this offseason, I think. So he was 8th overall. So there's Josh Jung. We'll start the card. The card garden's starting to grow here a little bit. A little Bull Durham going on in the Tebow house. Brad, yes, the Braves do have cards in draft. I cannot read Japanese, so I have no idea. I'm assuming that's Japanese. I could be wrong. It could be, but so I don't know who's typing Japanese in here, but that's kind of awesome. Christian Cairo. That is a round 4 pick. I've got a Seth Johnson for the Rays. Seth Johnson, round 1, 40th overall. So I'm pretty sure Seth Johnson was the last pick in the first round. So we'll give that a quick sleeve. The Freudius Nova for the Astros. 16th free agent. Matt Cantorino, Bowman first. He was a second round pick. Lazaro Armentero. So all of the really hard names coming out one right after another, which is fine. Tyler Baum, Bowman first. Ronnie Mauricio. Jared Triolo, Bowman first for the Pirates. And we have the paper. So we pulled the chrome, and now we have the paper Tim Tebow for the Mets. So this is kind of a fun Tebow as well. So in the first break, it was JJ Bleday that we were pulling all of the different cards. So right now, we've got Tebow, although I'm keeping the chrome in front of the paper any day of the week. And we'll keep going. So here we go. We've got a Hudson Head, Bowman first. This one is a round 3. Anthony Prado, Jack Kokonowitz, Bryce Turang, Connor Capel. So a lot of these same cards were in the chrome in the other pack. So hopefully we can get off the snide here a little bit. Tony Losi. There we go. Now we've gotten off of the card progression. Tyler Fitzgerald. This one's for the Giants. He was a round 4 pick. Here's a Matthew Thompson for the Sox. No, he was round 2. Okay. Jeter Downs for the Dodgers. J.J. Goss for the Rays. He was a first-round pick, 36th overall. Our Rays owner, Brad Wilpert. And for the Braves, we've got Drew Waters. And for the Braves, here we go. Here's the Braves' first-round pick, Braden Shoemake. If I'm not mistaken, he is, 21st overall. So there's the Shoemake. Would love to pull his auto. But the Braves, really good at drafting, obviously. And then a Brent Rooker. There he is. We didn't pull him in the last one either out of all 3 boxes. But here is Wander Franco. Speaking of the Rays, that's going to Brad. Congratulations, Brad. There is Wander. Nice prospect. This is the paper. But we will take a Wander anytime we can get it. So a nice Wander. There's an Evan Fitterer. He was... I think I'm thinking of someone else there. But look at this. All the people we didn't pull in the last break, we're pulling in this break. Here is a C.J. Abrams. This is a nice one for the Padres. Padres going to KC Nation. And J.J. Abrams, what was he? 6th overall. 6th overall pick for the Padres. So a really nice Padres hit. And the card garden continues to grow. And we still have our auto and all of our chrome cards in this one. So Andre Palanti. I want to make a Star Wars reference there, but I don't think we're close enough. Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll was 16th pick overall for the Diamondbacks. That's going out to Paulie. So a nice Corbin Carroll here. Bowman first card. And for whatever reason, he doesn't want to go in that penny sleeve. So we're sleeving up. All of a sudden, this paper little section right here has been really good. Andres Jimenez, Zach Thompson. There's a first overall pick again for the Cardinals. That's going to KC Nation. He was 19th overall. So there's a Bowman first paper for Cardinals first round pick. Aramis Ademan for the Cubs. I've got a Cameron Misner, Bowman first. He was a 35th overall pick for the Marlins. The Marlins is Paulie Junkwax. And Domingo Acevedo, Cameron Cannon, second overall pick, and a nice prospect card for the Halos here. Johnny Jones. And now we go to Chrome. For the Braves, I have Ian Anderson. He was a third overall pick in 2016. So Ian Anderson making his way up the ranks. Josh Wolf for the Mets. This is a Bowman first. I will sleeve all the Bowman first Chrome cards. Kristen Robinson, Kyle Stowers for the Orioles. This one is a Bowman first. This was their second overall pick. And we'll continue on here. Looks like we've got a purple card coming up. I've got a Sixto Sanchez, which is a nice prospect card for the Marlins. That's Paulie. So there's the Sixto. And now we get to our refractors. So we're going to have a nice little refractor run here. I've got an Ethan Hankins. I've got Jake Sanford for the Yankees. Our Yankees owner, hold on one second. For whatever reason, I'm not. Why is that not scrolled in? That's John Albright that owns the Yankees. So nice Yankees refractor Bowman first. Looks like Ricky's in here. Ricky, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Good evening. We were just ripping through our second break of the night, doing some Bowman draft here. So thank you for joining. I have not seen the Bartluck yet, Goody. Hopefully. Ryan Garcia, Bowman first. This one is another refractor Bowman first. This one's going out to the Rangers. The Rangers is John Albright as well. And then we've got a Jose Devers. And our purple, so I'm pretty sure is numbered to 199, is going to be for Miami. And it's numbered to 250. But oh, buddy, this is a J.J. Bleday purple, numbered 45 out of 250. That right there, guys, is a nice card. It is a paper Bowman. This is not a chrome Bowman, so this one is paper, but it is numbered to 250. I was hoping it was going to be JJ. I am going to give that a foghorn because I have not rang the foghorn yet. But this card right here, if we pull a chrome like this, that will end up in a top loader. So the Marlins, Paulie, nice JJ Bleday right here for you. That is a sweet one. I think Paulie may be asleep, but if Paulie watches this tomorrow, he will be happy with the JJ. I guarantee that. That is a nice, nice, nice card. We'll continue on. More Marlins cards. So there's the Evan Edwards. This is a Bowman first as well. The JJ. I'm still looking at the JJ, by the way. Let's go back to that. This thing, keep in mind, is the 4th overall pick. That is a beautiful card. So, okay, but we got more cards to break. Sammy Ciani, this is for the Pirates. And the Pirates are KC. This is another Bowman first refractor. He was their first overall pick, our first round pick, number 37th overall. Eric Pardino, this one's for the Blue Jays. That's going to KC Nation, another refractor. Then we've got a Blake Walston for the Diamondbacks, and that is another Bowman first refractor. Diamondbacks is Pauly as well, so a nice one there. Then I've got Nick Lodolo draft breakdown for the Reds. Nick Lodolo, number 7th overall. This one is going to Brewers, so congratulations Brewers on that. And then I've got a blue, which I kind of want to save, but let's do it. We've got a blue parallel. It's going to the Rangers, and it is going to be Davis Wenzel, and it is going to be numbered 51 out of 150. So give me 1 second. Let's get this guy sleeved up. That's the Nick Lodolo. And then we'll take a look at the Davis Wenzel and see what we've got for that. 1 second here. So here we go. It is numbered to 150. I think our auto is going to be right behind it, so I'm trying to hide the auto as well. So let's see here. Nick Wenzel. Let's just do this. Our auto, it is going to be for the Brewers. So congratulations to the Shack Rat. It is going to be the Brewers, and it's going to be Ethan Small. But let's take a look at the Davis Wenzel. This one is a blue. It is numbered 51 out of 150. He is a first-round pick, 41st overall. So this is a nice first-round draft pick for the Rangers. This is going to John Albright. And it is a really nice blue parallel. For some reason, I thought the purples were the ones that were to 150. So Davis Wenzel. And now I will also show, so congratulations, John. Then we've also got the Ethan Small, which is going to Shack Rat. And for this card, I will say one thing, Shack Rat. There is a small scratch. I don't know if you can see it on here, but it's right here. I mean, it's kind of right through there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't really want to wipe it, but there is a small scratch on this card. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see it. But just wanted to give you a heads up that there is a small surface smudge right along the back here. But Ethan Small, first overall pick, 28th overall. Really nice. If you are a Brewers fan, oh wait, that's right, this just went to a Brewers fan. So Ethan Small, sweet auto, first round draft pick auto for the Brewers. That's going to Shack Rat, who is a big time Brewers fan. So glad we can get a Brewers fan a Brewers auto. That is a first round Ethan Small. Brewers, nice small auto. I like that. So yeah, this all of a sudden the card garden got huge. Jack Little, this is a Bowman first for the Dodgers. By the way, the Dodgers is cards for days. He was a 5th round pick. And then another nice one. We did not pull any of these in the last round, but there is the Josh Jung Bowman first Chrome. Josh Jung, we kind of already talked about him. This is going to the Rangers, which is also John Albright. So John's having a nice little run of it in the Bowman draft because, as you can see, that's his second Josh Jung. So that's nice. Let's see if I can, there we go. All right, and then to round out, we've got a couple more cards here. I've got a Christian Cairo, which is another Bowman first card. These were all these Chrome cards through here have been Bowman first, which is really nice. Christian Cairo, by the way, for the Indians. That's going out to Henry. I've got Seth Johnson, Bowman first for the Rays, which is going out to Brad. First round pick, 40th overall. We've got Fredius Nova, there's his chrome card. And finally for the Twins, a Bowman first, Matt Cantorino, which is also going to Pauly. So that is the Bowman draft portion of this break. Really, that second pack was amazing. So here's what we got out of that. We'll do some quick hits, and I'll get these out of the way, and we'll go to the Bowman Chrome. So here is some quick hits on this. We filled up every one of my card holders that I have on the table right now. But we pulled basically almost, the nice thing is we pulled almost all the cards that we didn't pull out of the first break. So a lot different here. So here we go. No Bartlove yet, Goody. But we've still got 2 to go. And really, the Hunter Bishop, if you're the Giants, is kind of the one you're looking for, although Bart's nice. So here's what we got. We got Adley, first overall pick for the Orioles. Riley Green for the Twins. Wander Franco, prospect card. Tim Tebow Chrome. Tim Tebow paper. Nick Lodolo draft breakdown. That's for the Reds. That's going to Brewers, 34. Another Adley, which is going to Cards for Days. So 2 Adleys out of this so far. So there's the Adley. That's the draft progression. That is a really nice card. Trust me. With all of these guys, maybe not so much DL Hall, although he's not bad, but Grayson Rodriguez, Adley, both nice cards. We've got the CJ Abrams for the Padres. 6th overall pick. That's going to KC Nation. Our auto was Ethan Small. That's going to Shaq Rat, our house Brewers fan. Although I think we've got Brewers 34 that might contest that a little bit. Alex Manoah for the Blue Jays. That's KC Nation. Josh Jung for the Rangers. That's going to John Albright. That was the Chrome. And don't forget, we also pulled the paper. And then probably the hit of the box, if you ask me, even with the auto. This JJ Bleday is sick. It's numbered 45 out of 250. Really nice Bleday there. And finally, we have numbered 51 out of 150, a Davis Wenzel for the Rangers. So that was the Bowman Chrome portion of break 2. And now we will go to, or did I say Bowman Chrome? That's the Bowman draft portion. Now we're going to go to Bowman Chrome. You know, I made the mistake last time of not cleaning this off and putting these to the side. I'm not going to do that again, because then it got really hard to put cards down. So let me clean some of these out. So then let me catch up on here. Yeah, that Bleday is amazing. Wander in the garden, I love it. Okay, so here we go. So we'll do Bowman Chrome. Now keep in mind, this is going to have more rookies, more veteran stars, but we also do have some Bowman firsts in here as well. So I think you get a couple prospect cards at the front of the pack, or the front of the box, and then it kind of goes to your rookies and veterans towards the back. Now, if we can somehow pull one of the relics out of here, some of the relics that they have in this, they're kind of hard to pull, but you never know. So we'll see what we get. But let's get to ripping. Okay, we'll start it with the A's, which is Pauly, and we're going to go Jorge Mateo. Oh, and look at that. There's a nice Nolan Gorman right off the bat for the Cardinals. That's going to KC Nation. Nolan Gorman, nice rated prospect for the Cardinals. Then for the Braves, nice Arizona Fall League card for Christian Pache. There's another nice one. So right off the bat, we're immediately sleeving cards. And all these ones will be chrome. So there's the Christian Page. Here's a Joey Gallo for the Rangers. And finally, a Christian Yelich for the Brewers. Bowman Chrome, that's obviously going to Shackrat. By the way, our Braves owner is Brad. Then we've got, I want to make sure I don't hit that corner down there. There we go. Mason Denneberg, not too familiar with Mason, but that is going to be for the Washington Nationals. He was actually a first-round pick. Well, we'll give him a sleeve. First-round pick back in 2018. That's for our Nationals. That's going to Pauly. We've got, our Nationals cards are going to be rare on this break. Bobby Dalbec. And look at this. Holy smokes. Bobby Dalbec. This one's actually really nice right here, guys. This is Evan White. This one's going out to the Mariners. This is going out to KC Nation. This one is a what they're going to call an atomic refractor. It's going to be numbered. I don't know if you can see that, but it is 138. I'll try and catch light on it. 138 out of 150. Beautiful Arizona Fall League insert parallel. Really nice. Really nice hit. This thing is kind of thick too. This is a nice one right here, guys. Congratulations. Evan White is a really solid ball player too. So, again, that's going to KC Nation. Congratulations. That is a nice parallel card right there. So we'll start the garden again. We've got a Paul DeJong, and finally a Zach Greinke. Yeah, that is especially with the atomic. This is basically, if you've ever seen any of the like the Bowman Sapphire or the Topps Chrome Sapphire, it's basically that cracked ice. It's nice. That is nice, and it's numbered to 150. Very cool card. Continue along here. Now we will get one auto out of here. So let's see. We've got Kyle Muller. I'm going to have fun with this guy's first name. Jeffrey. Well, it's not that hard. Jeffrey Del Rosario. This is a Bowman first card. And that's going out to our Royals owner, which is Brewers 34. So a Bowman first chrome for the Royals. And Adonis Medina, this is the stat tracker. This is going out to our Phillies owner, which is Cards for Days. Nice. I like the stat tracker insert. Strikeout to walk ratio is 18.4. And a nice rookie card right here of Cal Quantrill. One of the smaller rookies in 2019, and I totally get we had a lot of big rookies in 2019. However, Cal Quantrill, go watch him pitch. Cal Quantrill is going to be a good player in the league, so watch out for him, because I think you could get his rookie cards on the cheap right now, but I don't think they'll stay that way once he makes a little bit of a name for himself. And finally, we've got Eddie Rosario for the Twins. And as we continue on, we still haven't hit our auto in here yet. Maybe we'll get it in this pack. Quentin Torres Costa, Bowman first for the Brewers. So that's going to Shackrat, another Bowman first card out of Bowman Chrome. So that's always nice. Boy, look at that. He was, way back in 2015, the 1,000th 51st person taken overall. Now, so that was back in 2015. I think now, if you look him up, and maybe you Brewers fans can tell me better than I could, I'm pretty sure that he is one of their top 3 rated pitchers in their system now. And he may even be higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. I've got a Richard Gallardo. And it looks like we've got an auto. And it looks like it's going to be for the Rockies. So Clark Z, who left earlier, is going to get a Ryan Feltner Bowman first auto. I'm going to sleeve up this one, Richard Gallardo, because that is also a Bowman first. So this one is going to our Rockies. It is going to Clark Z. And this is a Ryan Feltner Rockies auto. Round 4 in 2018. Not too familiar with Ryan Feltner, but I will take the auto every day I can get it, especially if I can get it for Clark. And if I'm not mistaken, Clark hit an auto in our last break too. So he was in both these breaks. I think he got 2 autos tonight, which is awesome. So there's the Feltner auto. Then I've got Miguel Cabrera and Mark Trumbo. Now we've still got 2 more cards or 2 more packs to go in this. So let's see. We've got another thick card in here, so we'll see what that is. Luis Garcia, Bowman first for, oh, it's going to be a green. We hit a sick one last time. Luis Garcia, and Luis Garcia, 2017 free agent. That is a first Bowman for the Phillies. That's cards for days. Mason Englert, which is a Bowman first for the Rangers. And let's see what this green is. It's going to be for our Indians owner. So that's going to Henry. And this is a Nolan Jones. Wow. Nolan Jones is one of the, if not the Indians' top fielding or top position player. He's at or near it. He's got to be. He's one of the top rated third basemen in all the minor leagues. There's the Mason Englert, by the way. So look at this. This is the, look at how sweet that card is. So that's the Nolan Jones. And this is numbered, what's that number? 91 out of 99. I'm not sure if you can see it up there. So this is like the green refractor. This is a nice one. Going out to Nolan Jones with the Indians, which, if I'm not mistaken, did Henry have 1 or 2 spots in this? Pretty sure he only had 1, so a nice, and the Indians are kind of a long shot in this set, but that's why you buy into breaks. It's a little bit of a gamble, and sometimes it totally pays off. So that is a nice Nolan Jones right there. Happy we could get that one for you, Henry. And we'll continue on. For the Braves, rookie card, Bryce Wilson. Nice little rookie card hit for the Braves. And we've also got a Danny Jansen for the Blue Jays. Danny Jansen, one of the many rookies of 2019 that we saw a lot of in 2019 sets. However, let's see what we can get out of our last pack of Chrome. Here is a Miker Adolfo. That's for our White Sox owner. That's for Paulie. I've got Khalil Lee for the Royals. And a Travis Swaggerty. This is a stat tracker. This one is for our Pirates owner, KC Nation. KC Nation is cleaning up. So that is a nice Travis Swaggerty right there. We'll give that a quick little top load as well. So we'll throw that up. So that's Travis. And John Albright, I think, who had, no, it was for the Braves. This is going out to Brad. This is a Colby Allard rookie card. So a nice rookie card for the Braves. And we finally have a Willie Adames. And that will round out the Bowman Chrome box portion of this. So let's do this. So we've got the Nolan Jones, the Travis Swaggerty, the auto was a Ryan Feltner auto, and this awesome Evan White cracked ice parallel, numbered to 150. The Nolan Jones, by the way, is numbered 91 out of 99. So some cool parallels out of that box. And now we go to Bowman Best, where we've got 2 more autos. Yeah, KC Nation, I do not have a third break on this tonight. I actually, the funny part is I almost could. I do have more Bowman Draft, and I do have more Bowman Best. It's the Chrome that I don't have. And we're past midnight here on the East Coast, and my work does not care if I sit up and break cards all night. They will say, I got an idea, why don't you be in here in the morning? So anyway, it would be awesome if we could fill a third break though. We did that to Urban once. It was kind of fun, and I think it was like on the night before Christmas Eve. We did it to him recently. I fell asleep watching it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I fell asleep. It was going to be Christmas Eve the next day. I think he was up till 4 in the morning. Oh, poor guy. I think everyone that was in that stream, they ruined their Christmas Eve. I was so tired the next day. All right, so here we go. Let's see. So here we go. Bowman's Best. 2 autos. Good luck, everyone. And away we go. And right off the bat, there's one. There's a nice one. There's a Nick Lodolo. Nick Lodolo of the Reds. This is going out to our Reds owner, which is Brewers. Nick Lodolo was, see, now I don't have the draft numbers, but Nick Lodolo, 7th or 8th overall pick, maybe 9th. Let's see, 7th, I was right. So, nice, and he was just drafted this year, so we're going to start this box off right with the Nick Lodolo, and we're going to go right into Sixto Sanchez, and Sixto is a sweet prospect for the Marlins. And that's going out to Paulie. So there's a Sixto for Paulie. Then for our Dodgers owner, cards for days, I've got a Cody Bellinger. And oh gosh, I saw the Orioles logo, and I thought that was going to be an Adley Future Foundations, but it is not. It is a Rylan Bannon. So the Rylan Bannon Future Foundation for the Orioles, which is also cards for days. Man, I thought he was traded with when the Manny Machado trade happened, I think Bannon was one of the highlights of that trade. And a Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals. So we're going to sleeve up Nolan as well. So every one of those cards ended up in a sleeve in that pack, if I'm not mistaken. No, only one. We didn't sleeve the MVP. This is my thing about this checklist. The one card we didn't sleeve was the MVP of the National League. We probably should have sleeved him. So, but anyways, we'll continue on. Brad, no kidding. We'll see if we can pull a Joey for you. We did get the Bishop. Casey Mize, which is another prospect that, although his cards are a little bit more expensive, Casey Mize, really nice prospect. We will probably see him in 2020. In 2018, he was the 1st overall pick. Really nice Casey Mize card right here. Just a solid pitcher. So, then we've got a Christian Pace, which that's the second one we pulled of him, so that's very cool. Another nice prospect that's maybe going a little under noticed right now, but that's for the Braves. So that's going out to Brad. Then we've got Bregman, which will be interesting to see where Bregman ends up. after the cheating scandal. He'll be on the Astros, but we'll see if he continues that bat that he swung in 2019. If he doesn't know what pitch is coming. Look at this one, guys. Another J.J. Bleday. That's going out to Paulie. J.J. again. So I think on the night, this is like the 4th J.J. we've pulled. This is the franchise favorites insert. Or is this the 5th one? I don't even know. I've been pulling J.J. a lot tonight. And a Josh Bell refractor. Josh Bell got injured, and I can't remember if he got injured early this season, but he basically didn't play in 2019. But I think everyone he fell off the radar a little bit. But Josh Bell is a really good player, and if he comes back strong for this season, a lot of people thought if they had him in MVP consideration coming into 19, and then he got injured and things kind of went south. So we'll see what happens with Josh Bell, but he is a really good player when he's on the field. Davy Garcia for the Yankees. There's a Kershaw for the Dodgers. We're going to have our auto coming up. There's an Ozzie Albies for the Braves. And I'm going to switch to our refractor, which is going to be Paul DeJong for the Cardinals. And our auto, which is backwards in here, will be John Duplantier. And that is going to be for our Diamondbacks owner, which is going to Paulie Junkwax. John Duplantier, again, one of the more common 2019. This is a rookie card auto. It's actually I've seen a few John Duplantier autos, and this is actually one of the better signed ones. So not a terrible auto, but we've got one more coming up in here, so we'll see what that one is. But nevertheless, this one is going to Paulie. John Duplantier it's kind of one of those ones that maybe signed too many autographs. Topps kind of picks some players, but if you look at his numbers and go look at kind of what he did in 2019 and start looking at what he did in the second half, John Duplantier does have potential. So that actually is kind of one of those autos that might need to just sit and cook a little bit before it starts going up in value. That's the Ozzie Albies. Continuing on, we've got Brendan Rodgers rookie card, which Brendan Rodgers of late, a lot of people seem to be getting higher on him. Probably want to talk to Rockies fans as to why, but there's a Brendan Rodgers rookie card. That's for our Rockies owner, which is Clark. So Clark's got a couple nice little hits now. A lot of people are high on Brendan Rodgers, and in all honesty, I don't know enough about him to make a decision. But because I don't follow the Rockies, I'm more of an American League guy. Like I do know this guy, Ramon Laureano. That is a A's hit. Who had the A's in this? Paulie has the A's. So nice little A's hit for Paulie there. And look at this one, guys. Pete Alonso, Neophyte Sensations. Okay, so I have opened quite a few packs of these now. And this is the first Neophyte Sensations that I have pulled. I actually want to see what the odds are. By the way, the Mets are going to Paulie. I'm assuming that the odds are on. The odds have got to be on here somewhere, right? No odds on the packs. Not intended for individual sale. Well, let's see if I can find the box, which I want to check and see something here. Here we go. Pack-ons. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here we go. Okay. Neophyte Sensation. It's 1 in 18. So how come Okay, so the Neophyte and the Atomic is 1 out of 193. Okay. But nevertheless, you guys, Neophyte Sensations, Pete Alonso. For whatever reason, this is the very first one of these inserts I've pulled, and I have opened plenty of boxes of this in breaks and for myself personally. And so I'm just glad to get one, and I'm glad the one I got is a Pete Alonso. And then right behind it, we have something that's going to be for the Phillies, which is going to be a Bryson Stott, and this is a Atomic Refractor. So that is a nice Atomic of Bryson Stott for the Phillies, which is going out to, hold on, let me get Pete in here. Pete is definitely getting a top loader. Oh wait, Casey Nation, hey, 1 cent. I want to gift that white cracked ice back to you. Just as a thank you and appreciation for your channel. Casey, you do not have to do that, but if you want to, I will definitely take it. I would love to send it out to you, but you definitely don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. So that is the Pete Alonso, guys. So thank you, KC Nation. Yeah, I've kind of been talking to myself and really breaking these cards. So here's the Bryson Stott. This is the Atomic Refractor. And my goodness, I have gone through another whole thing of penny sleeves. So let me pull some more out here. I guess that's what happens when you do 2 breaks. So we went through 100 penny sleeves already. Which the good news on that is it'll actually make shipping go a lot faster, because if you penny sleeve them live, you don't penny sleeve them later. So this is a Bryson Stott, and he was drafted in, let's see, Phillies round 1, 14th overall. So this is a nice Atomic Refractor of the Phillies' first round pick. And this is going to Cards for Days. So Cards for Days having a sweet little break here. Let's pull this over like that. So we've still got 2 packs left. And for the Cubs, we have an Anthony Rizzo. Okay, KC, I will take the white Atomic. That is a sweet card. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you saying nice things about the channel. The breaks and stuff that I do, you know, it's funny. You watch big breakers, and then you watch, you know, I watch a lot of the smaller people, and for me, I actually just like breaking because it's when you're married and you've got kids. What cards have become for me is they've become nostalgic, and now that I have a little bit more resources than I did when I was a kid, I'm able to buy some of the cards and see some of the cards that I remember being a kid, and I was always like, I wish I could buy more cards, and now I have the resources to do so. But then as I've gotten older and I've started breaking cards with my kids, the joy of getting stuff for other people seems to be more fun than getting it for yourself the older you get, I think, is the thing I'm starting to figure out as I get older in life. So this gives me the opportunity to do the thing of, hey, I like breaking packs open, but then giving them to others, and hopefully that's why I really do try and make my break prices as fair as possible. You know, to basically cover expenses and to say, hey, this will allow me to buy another box or 2, and then break that one. So sometimes I wonder what other people get into breaking for, and I get that a lot of people get into it to make money. And I get it. You can make a couple bucks doing it, but it's not like you're going to get rich. I think some people think they're going to get rich, so that is not what my channel's about. Can I send in cards for... So, Laney, if you would like to send in cards, that's actually a great idea. So, Sean Tieford this week, he sent me a bunch of cards to do for my 1 cent. If you've not checked that video out, there's 25 cards that he sent in. One of them's a Ronald Acuna rookie card. So, we're doing all those for 1 cent. And I started thinking, like, could I do this and, like, help promote other people's channels? If you want to do that, yes, send them to me. You got to mark them that you want them to be 1 cent. Don't send, like, 100, because listing 100 cards would take forever. But if you sent, like, at least 10, and they do have to be cards that, look, they do have to be cards that people, like, would want and are going to get a deal on. So normally what I do is I look them up on Beckett, and if the card is between like $2 and $10, that's basically the range. And you know, if you can put them up for 1 cent, because you do have to charge shipping and stuff. So they normally, if you make it around $2, no matter what, it's a good deal. If the card's kind of worth that on Beckett. So if you want to do that, you can definitely do that. My address is in the About section of my channel. And well, instead of holding these cards, I guess I could break them. I've got a Ryu. I've got a Yusei Kikuchi. And so Yusei here is a rookie card. We'll sleeve that up for our Mariners owner, which is KC. And here we go for the Blue Jays. This is an Alek Manoah, which is also going to KC. And I've got a Michael Chavis rookie card. Franchise favorites. I don't know how you can be a franchise favorite and a rookie all at the same time. But anyways, this is a franchise favorite. Michael Chavis. This is going to the Red Sox. That's going to Pauly. So a nice Chavis here. Okay, see, it's fine staying up late. It's not that big of a deal. Normally I stay up till midnight. Normally I'm up watching Dave Durango right now anyways. In fact, Dave's probably started streaming if he's streaming tonight. Here's a Verlander. I know he had class earlier. And this Verlander, by the way, is a refractor. So that is why. In fact, we pulled a nice Verlander out of the last box of Bowman's Best too. So here we go, guys. We've come to the end of the road. We are on the last pack. We are owed one more auto out of here, so we will see what it is. So we saved the one auto, which will be for the very last pack. That doesn't happen often. So here we go. We've got Whit Merrifield, Chris Bryant, and a Manny Machado Power Producers Padres. That's KC Nation. I'm going to switch our... Here's a refractor. Nice refractor, Christian Yelich. You know, I love the fact that the Brewers had a nice little break right here. Because Shaq Rat, who is a giant Brewers fan, and when I say giant, just go check out Shaq Rat's page. You will definitely see giant. So this is a Christian Yelich refractor. Don't know if he has this one yet. But there's the refractor parallel. That's a nice one. And Manny Machado. And our auto to round out this break, guys. Auto is the last card of the break. I love it. Oh, and it is a good one. Oh, this is going to the Tigers. This is going to you, Mr. Goody. Goody G, I didn't pull you any Bart, but what I did get is a Brock Death Rage. This is autoed. It is a gold parallel, numbered 49 out of 50. It is Brock Death Rage. Oh, man, I hope he is still here. Shaq Rat, so you don't have the Yelich yet, so I'm glad you got that. So here is the Brock Death Rage. This is a sweet auto right here, guys. Plus, look at that. The way he signed it. Nice. I'm going to give that a good old horn, and I'm even going to go in on this one because this is a out of 49 out of 50. For you guys that have not seen this before, this isn't just a foghorn with cookies in it. It is a foghorn with, and if I could get one out of here, is this one going to work? This one will work. It is a foghorn with one touches in it, and I'm going to one touch the Death Rage. So Goody, I am so glad you got in the break, and I love it. I think this is the first break you've been in with us, or with me, and I love it when a first-time breaker gets some fire. So this, I'm actually going to pull it out of the penny sleeve, and what we will do is we are going to pop this. Let me do this. I'm going to pop this in. I'm going to try not to fingerprint it up. And we will pop this into the One Touch. And hopefully get it in to actually go right. So there we go. Probably the hit of the night. The Auto Brock Death Rage 49 out of 50. Gold parallel. Sweet, sweet card. This is why Bowman's Best has been so popular. So you guys, that is the break. I love that we ended it on hitting the foghorn. Really, really cool card. Really cool card. So you guys, that is the break. So here were the hits out of this Bowman's Best. This was actually a nice little, box of Bowman's Best here, because we got, outside of all the penny sleeved cards, a JJ Bleday, nice one, Nick Lodolo, top 10 pick, Brendan Rodgers rookie card, Casey Mize, one of the top rated pitchers in all of the minors right now. We will see him in 2020, which is a Tigers card as well, so Goody's getting that. I've got John Duplantier auto. That one's going out to Paulie. The Pete Alonso Neophyte Sensation rookie card. Who was that one going out to? That one's going out to Paulie. The Anthony Rizzo Refractor. The Bryson Scott Atomic Refractor. That one's going out to our Phillies owner, Card for Days. And the hit of this box, without a doubt, the Brock Death, it's actually Deathridge, but I call him Death Rage because it's Death Rage. But it's Deathridge. And this is going to our Tigers owner, Goody G, who is in his first break with us. So congratulations, Goody. Thank you for breaking with us. And I'm glad we could get you some fire. So, you guys, big news next week. Next week at this time, everyone is going to be in a Topps 2020 Series 1 bonanza. I don't know if it's going to happen with Urban or not. I'm trying to set some stuff up with Urban, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. There may be something that Urban and I do together, and Jaffa may be involved as well. We'll see. But if that doesn't happen, I will have Topps Series 1 next week for 2020. That doesn't come out till Wednesday, though. So, depending on when I get my shipment, because I have ordered them, I should get them no later than Wednesday, but it's possible they come in on Thursday. So, I'm going to probably be breaking Thursday night next week, and I will have Series 1. I will put the video out. My Patreons get first dibs on breaks. So if you like doing breaks with me for literally like $2 a month, you can get a notification on breaks. But if you go into my Patreon page, you will also see that I have tiers where you can get cards. I'm pretty active on my Patreon page, so these breaks are starting to fill up pretty quick. So next week I will be doing Topps Series 1, and then I think I have a couple other surprises up my sleeve for some really cool breaks that are coming up. But I will probably break 2 whole jumbo boxes of Series 1 next week. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So anyways, I hope you guys can join me for a Series 1 break next week. Hopefully we can do it on Thursday night. Just kind of depends on when the cards come in. Normally they show up on release day, so I don't anticipate there being any problem breaking on Thursday night. But if they don't come in, I'll just delay it a day and we'll do it on Friday. Not too worried about it, but so anyways, so KC, the thing that if you were in if Urban had a live stream, I don't know, I think it was about a week or two ago, and we were talking about the million card rip that Topps is doing. They're ripping 1 million Topps Series 1 cards next Tuesday, and they've got all these giant breakers that are doing it with them, and it's called the million card rip. And then if you look at how much it costs to get into those breaks, they are charging like $80 to get one random team in a case, which if you think about that, you go, if you do the math on that, that is a terrible price. So what we were thinking of doing is something called a fraction of a million card rip, and then the tagline on it would be a fraction of the cost and 1 million times more fun. So what we're trying to do is figure out how we can all break like a case of jumbo. But the issue that we're running into is I live in the States, Urban lives in Canada, and Jaffa lives in Mexico. So if we were to order a case and ship it, it becomes really expensive. But I have my own orders in. I've got plenty of Topps Series 1 coming in. It's not that expensive of a product, so I think breaking 2 jumbo boxes, my price is going to be really good. That will be like a third of a case. Anyone buying a random team for $79.99 to be part of that $1 million rip is insane. If you have done that, I'm sorry if I've offended you, but that is a terrible price for what cases cost. Because you can get, I want to say that boxes of that, the jumbo boxes are like, I mean, and this isn't even buying them at a case. A jumbo box is, I think, somewhere around $120, $130. So my price on this stuff, I'll get you a third of a case, and it'll be much less than $80. But anyways, that's probably what I'll be doing next week. So I hope you guys, yeah, the prices of the jumbos, I mean, I think they've gone up a little bit in the last couple weeks. But if all these people would have pre-ordered this stuff back in November and December. So I'm pretty sure the jumbos back in the day were like $119. I think they might be like $130 now. But that's only because the product's about to come out and everyone's getting excited about it. So if you pre-ordered this stuff, and these guys, if they were buying cases, that's like that's the price of a box. If you're buying a case, the cases were probably per box about $100. And yeah, they're selling, I've seen them as high as $80 for, you know, a random team in a case. And you go, wait a minute, that's only 6 boxes, that's like a $600 case. You're charging $80 a spot. That's insane. And that's highway robbery. And the fact that Topps is getting in bed with all these huge breakers that to do this million card rip, anyone that's paying $80, I can't believe people are paying that money, but I'm sure they are. But if you did like a third of a case, I mean, I'm probably going to do 2 boxes, which is a third of the case. I'll probably do it for $10 a spot. So if you think about that, my spots in a case would be like $30 versus $80. But anyways, so hopefully Urban and us can all get something figured out, because we were thinking we could all do one big stream. And not like how he normally does it where he has 3 people, but where you go, okay, we're going to stream back to back to back, and depending on what break you're in, we're trying to figure it out. So we'll see if we do. If not, we might delay it like a week. I don't know if we'll have it figured out by next week, but either way, I'll be breaking Topps next week. And the buy-in's probably going to be around $10, and hopefully, I just got to wait for the product to show up. But with that, guys, yeah, Topps does know how to make money on the stuff, Brad. So with that, guys, we are getting close to 1 o'clock. I really do want to thank all you guys that got into the break. This stuff will probably all ship out. Let's see if it's Friday tomorrow. I'll try and get it out on Saturday, but no matter what, the latest it'll go out is Monday morning. It'll be fun to watch the Super Bowl, and I hope all you guys watch that this weekend. I am rooting for the Chiefs, not because I am a Chiefs fan. I am a Raiders fan, but I do think Patrick Mahomes is going to be rise to the next level this weekend. And I think Jimmy G is just not the same caliber of quarterback. It should be a fun game, though. Those guys are going to score a bazillion points because neither of them play any defense. So it should be a fun game. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the Super Bowl. I think I'm going to retire because I do got to get to work tomorrow. Really do want to thank all you guys for getting into the break. So awesome that we got 2 breaks done tonight. We pulled some really nice cards. And next week is the big week, man. 2020 season starts, so we will be back at it with some 2020 product. Really excited to open that up, and I'll probably have a few surprises up my sleeve for that break. So anyways, be on the lookout for that video. And with that, guys, I am going to sign off. KC Nation, Brad, Shackrat, Goody, thanks for hanging out late. And we will see you guys hopefully next week.